right here at the Squared Circle, right here in Indianapolis, Indiana. Damn it, I don't know what to tell you. You better. Squared Circle right here in Indianapolis, Indiana. Damn it, I don't know what to tell you. You better back that ass up because I'm here both days.
of TNA Wrestling, WCW, the legendary Dave Penzer.
I want to welcome you, ladies and gentlemen, to the Squared Circle Expo, Circle City, presented by the law offices of Ladendorf, Frigiato, and Bigler. And like I said, we have an amazing night of wrestling action. We have 4 championship matches. So, without further ado, who's ready for some wrestling? Oh, by the way, we're going to be on the Premier Wrestling Network. So you're on TV tonight, folks. So be sure to make some noise and let everybody know that's watching around the world that Squared Circle Wrestling has the greatest wrestling fans of all time. And in that vein, please welcome your broadcast team, Joe Dombrowski and AJ McKay. And ladies and gentlemen, the 2 men that make this all possible. This is my first one. Can't wait to come back. One of the funnest weekends I've had in my pro wrestling career. And so welcome the promoters of Squared Circle Expo, Ed Gonzalez and Adolfo Dorta.
I'm going to bring my kazoo next year.
Well, these are 2 men who certainly deserve the full introduction. All the bells and whistles, the pyro and the ballyhoo.
It's all right.
Ed and Adolfo, the 2 men who make a Squared Circle Expo together happen, and it gets bigger each and every year.
I'm going to try to let it go. I'm going to try to get past it and move forward.
We're going to get you through this together.
I'm just saying.
You're going to have so much fun, all your worries are going to go away.
All right, well, we're just going to keep it easy. I'm losing my voice, so I can't talk too much. But I want to thank each and every one of you who have made Squared Circle Expo 6 a fantastic event. Hope everybody had fun. You guys give yourselves a round of applause. We couldn't do it without you, so thank you very much.
We have the most incredible fans in the world. Year after year, we're breaking records in Indianapolis. Thank you from the bottom of our hearts. There's really nothing left to say. Let's get it going.
Let's get it going, guys. Let's get it going.
All right, who's ready for our first match? All right, here we go. Strap in your seatbelt. Let's get it going.
What an honor it is to be brought to the ring by the legendary voice of Dave Penzer to kick off the 6th installment of Squared Circle Expo. Circle City is
Ladies
on
and
the
gentlemen,
air.
the opening contest is a tag team match. Set for one fall, introducing team number 1. Accompanied to the ring by Captain Wellington and David J. Sergeant Ledbetter and Tim Lutz, the Old Age Outlaws.
Well, Ledbetter and Lutz have the full colorful entourage as they make their way to the ring, and certainly never a shortage of opinions, never a shortage of running their mouth, and certainly a very auspicious and eccentric way to kick off the live wrestling, incredibly successful weekend here in Indianapolis.
My God, just listen to you talk. I'm already exhausted, and we haven't even started the first match yet, for God's sakes.
Buckle in, gonna be a long night.
Look at Captain Beef Wellington in there. He's looking pretty good.
Well, hard to miss him.
Well, hey.
Captain Wellington,
do not
Captain
start the bedwetter chants, or I will hijack this show.
He already has.
Ledbetter might as well be glued to that microphone, whether anybody wants to hear him or not.
Don't you start. No. If anything is said all night, it's not going to be Ledbetter is bedwetter or Tim Lutz sucks. If I hear any of that, this show is over.
Well, not the response that he wanted to elicit.
My name is Sergeant Ledbetter, and I'm the hardcore American hero, and I'm 6'3", and you can teach that.
Familiar.
I should have signed up for
And this right here, this is Lightning Tim Lutz, and he's a Guinness Book World Record holder, and he can go 12 whole seconds.
I've heard that somewhere.
record for the longest active match in history once upon a time.
And you can go 12 whole hours.
Oh, hours, not seconds.
And
hours.
you can't teach that. Boom, chicka, boom, boom. Most honest guys in the room. How are you doing?
That is the most uncool way to deliver that phrase.
These guys are a piece of work, guys. Oh, God.
Oh, my Lord. Don't do the shimmy. Don't do the
No,
lips. Oh,
not Wellington.
Oh, they're oh, no, he tripped.
He blew a quad, probably.
He fell 10 seconds ago, but he's still jiggling.
Well, that's, I don't know if we could show that on YouTube or not. Oh, for God's sake.
Yeah, we're going to get demonetized unless you button your shirt, for God's sakes.
Of all weekends for you to leave your baby powder at home, Dombrowski.
He's like a beached whale. They can't get him out of the ring.
Oh.
Well,
wait a second here.
This is a tag team match. And Wellington even dropped his shake weight, for goodness sake. This is a piece of independent wrestling history, especially in this part of the country.
This will go down in either the annals or the anals. Either way, it's going down.
It's going down in Indianapolis. Party like atmosphere.
First, from Indianapolis, Indiana, Spider Nate Webb.
Spider Nate is in the house. Listen to that crowd.
An abridged version of the Spider Nate Webb entrance. That must mean he means business tonight.
I guess so. Normally we get 10 minutes of Molly Who.
Teenage Dirtbag normally plays through, but save those 2 tickets for Iron Man.
Partner from Hackensack, New Jersey, Enzo.
Enzo, I believe that's the championship he currently holds in 4th rope, as this is not exactly the vibe I expected. They're skipping, AJ, they're skipping.
Yeah, that's something new. Just when you think you've seen it all at Squared Circle Expo, you see Enzo and Spider Nate Webb skipping.
Is this Sinatra?
Yeah, I don't know if we've got clearance for that.
This is that's Amore, I believe.
Yeah, you better keep talking. We can't clear that.
Well, either way, certainly not the way we expected the vibes to be from Spider-Nate Webb and Enzo after they basically got called out punked before their entrance.
Well, I wouldn't necessarily say they're punked. I mean, look what was calling them out, for God's sakes.
I think we're about to get a very verbose response.
Well, yeah, something tells me this isn't going to end pretty for any of those three.
Everybody knows that I am a certified G and a bona fide stud, and you can't teach that. Bada boom, realest guy in the room. How you doing? Well, what do we got over here? A couple of haters. We got a couple of haters. Well, I am Smack Talker Skywalker, and I got a microphone lightsaber for a hater. And today you're about to find out.
They're soft. Give them the
This guy right here, yeah, most definitely. There's a combination here. I don't even want to think about the combined age and weight of this group of men. But I will say this, Captain over here. You remember the captain's hat? You got a lot of nerve, pal. Somebody with a really bad back, I would assume. We got a sciatica and all that. But hey, Captain Stool Alberto, Captain Fool Alberto, Captain you ain't cool better. You are more like Captain Crunch, right?
Well, I mean, he's not far off. Captain Crunch chance now.
Well, that's just going to make him hungry, and he's going to get even crankier.
The SCX crowd does not disappoint, that's for sure.
Hey, I ain't done with you yet, pal. I've only just begun with this, all right? You call yourself a captain. You ride on a boat?
Yeah, I earned this one.
You guys are all on the same boat? Every one of you are on the same boat. There ain't no way that boat is staying afloat. Crazy, and hey, I came here from NYC to Indy to win like Daniel Jones. But old man Rivers over here, I don't know what's going on with you, pal. Philip Rivers, is that you? No, you call yourself Flu J?
It's not funny.
What's your name?
Rivers is a great human being.
David J. I'm about to smoke you like a J, okay?
Oh, my. All that cholesterol fumes,
I'm gonna make him disappear like I'm David Blaine. Now, hey, I ain't done with you either. We're gonna kick your butts, okay? Klutz. It's not Lutz, it's Klutz. It's Klutz. Now, here. Here's the worst part. You guys are all in the same boat, but I know that you guys are all in the same bed. And the worst part about it, guys, is that this guy is Sergeant Bedwetter.
My.
Oh, king-size bed is about all I could say.
And here come the bedwetter chants now, Joe.
That's right. You made your bed, and now you're gonna lay in it. And I will tell you, you might think we're outnumbered right now, but your boat is sinking, you're in the water, and we got a shark.
What? A shark?
As in a shark boy.
Oh, no way!
You gotta be kidding!
Oh, shell yeah!
This is about to pick up here, Joe.
Oh.
These guys don't have a chance.
Shark Boy, a Midwest legend. legend here to watch the back of Spider Nate Webb and Enzo. I'd love to see Shark Boy stop a mud hole in that Captain Wellington, but might be too long a trip to walk and try, I'm not sure.
Well, yeah, we'd be here all night if that were the case. Now, at some point tonight, I would like to see some damn wrestling in here. That's what I would like to see.
Hey, AJ, we're having fun, all right? Don't be a wet blanket.
Hey, I'm having a blast. I just want to see...
Shark Boy, thank you for being here. I really greatly appreciate it. I really do. And now, me and you. Hey, WFT! How you do?
Oh, wait a minute!
Hang on a second here.
Ledbetter from behind, and obviously tired of the insults and tired of the gift of gab, and maybe they'll feel the gift of jab of Enzo if they're not careful. But action starting at prop 2, of course, Joe Dombrowski along with AJ McKay out here at ringside. And what a way to have Squared Circle Expo action.
Joe, we've got so much action for everybody tonight. I can't wait. There's so much action. So many huge superstars on the card tonight. And that main event we're going to talk about in a bit, that's going to be a banger as well. Now, the tag in, and here comes Tim Lutz.
Yeah, with everything you just said, that means this entire roster is looking to prove themselves. They know the lights are on bright. They know the world is watching. They know this is the biggest event in the state of Indiana when it comes to pro wrestling each and every year.
Absolutely.
Tonight, you could become famous.
There are a lot of new tonight show. They have opportunities to really level up, as you said, Joe, and prove themselves. And now the choke on Spider Nate Webb now from Sergeant Ledbetter.
Yeah, Spider Nate Webb, a 25-year veteran of the scene. He's seen and done it all. But no matter how experienced you are, the numbers game certainly can play a major hand in the proceedings. By the way, AJ, I want to thank you for one thing. I want to thank you for not being Josh Earl.
Oh, but hey, that I can handle all night long. Unfortunately, if you say his name 2 more times, he's going to appear.
Oh, well, we're not going to do that then. No. Well, he is in the building, unfortunately, so don't get too excited out there. We will have to put up with his presence a little bit later tonight as frequent tags by Tim Lutz and Sergeant Ledbetter as they've got Nate Webb neutralized. And, oh, man. Nice bridge, textbook style, and I think a lot of times Lutz gets underestimated for the technique and precision that he brings out there. Sometimes his mouth and his attitude make the headlines.
Well, you know, I mean, listen, you can't take anything away from Ledbetter and Lutz. They are a great tag team. They know each other so well. They've been in the Squared Circle together many occasions. Right now, man, they are just running roughshod, keeping him away from Enzo and away from that tag.
And
oh, look out here.
Ledbetter and Lutz are 2 men who are here year in and year out, looking to make a statement. And sometimes they write those checks their rear ends can't cash, but right now they are fully running away with this thing, and you can see the frustration.
Did you see the shot from Wellington just then? Took a cheap shot to Nate Webb's leg there, and you got to think David J. and Wellington on the outside. Obviously, you got to keep your head on a swivel.
Nate Webb may have created an opening for himself as he drops Ledbetter sharp report to neutralize the numbers game. But can Nate Webb find Enzo?
He is
of the real one, Enzo.
Goodbye, Ledbetter. Look out, Tim Lutz lined up. Enzo trying to, he's filling off this crowd tonight, Joe. He's loving every minute of this. Boom!
Lutz isn't doing too good at all after that. Momentum from this crowd. We are sold out here tonight.
Boom! Man, right to the midsection. You gotta love Enzo. You gotta love the energy and the excitement that Enzo brings to the Squared Circle.
And with a beating like this, Lutz isn't gonna make it anywhere near 12 hours.
No, not at all.
You wanna call that one?
I don't even know what that was, but it was beautiful. It was a thing of beauty. And of course, Ledbetter in to break up the, oh man!
Oh no! Contact mid, Wellington's in the ring.
Shark Boy on Wellington.
Oh, wait a minute.
Oh gosh.
Oh, this is beautiful.
Enzo, Spider Nate, Shark Boy all up on that second rope. And here come the right hands raining down.
Shark Boy's ready to whoop some bass.
Oh!
Shark bite! Oh, just that vital raise Shark Boy's cholesterol level when it comes to Wellington.
Wellington is indeed well done here. Look out, what are they going to do here?
Enzo, the amateur boxing background, leads the right hands, and that looked to be a triple knockout.
I heard him say, I don't want a screwball, I want a fastball. David J goes down hard out here on the floor.
Well,
My God.
Make sure to return your wardrobe back to Charles Nelson Riley's estate while you're at it. Meanwhile, Enzo, second turnbuckle on the inside. Oh, Lutz just got spiked.
That's got to be it. Referee in for the pin. It's over. Oh, my God.
Here are your winners, Spider Nate Webb and Enzo.
Well, no doubt about it, AJ, even though Enzo did the yeoman's work towards the tail end, Spider-Nate Webb took the butt whooping. It was Shark Boy that neutralized that strength in numbers that helped the heroes bring it home.
Well, absolutely. You can only talk so much trash. It's all about proving it in the ring, in the squared circle. And Enzo, Shark Boy, and Nate Webb indeed proved yet again why they are the top of the top and the best of the best for sure tonight. What a great start, man.
Incredible way to kick things off. I can't wait to see what's going to come next here at Squared Circle Expo. But you talk about starting things the right way. You talk about that feeding frenzy with the fans that just want more and more and more. Enzo gives so much to them, and they always return it right back to him. And now we get the full Spider-Nate Webb song.
Absolutely. Enzo's got Captain Wellington's. Oh, well, that's we can kind of put that on YouTube, I think, I guess.
That works.
That's definitely going to leave a mark. Some type of a mark, I guess.
In a manner of speaking, and, well, Tim's seen better days.
Well, let's talk about all the action we got coming up tonight because, man, you talk about titles on the line. Tag title, well, Lutz is out here in front of us. He goes down hard. Tag titles on the line tonight. We've got the Women's Championship on the line and the main event. Let's talk about that main event tonight, Joe. My God.
Yeah, well, Jake Ullman went the distance a year ago. He was the first champion. He's the current champion of Squared Circle Expo. But what a challenge. He has somebody who, it's in his blood, his pedigree to be a champion. The one and only Davey Boy Smith Jr. will challenge tonight somebody who knows all about from here to Japan and all points in between. We could very well see a new champion crowned tonight.
Well, you know, Jake Ullman was supposed to originally go up against Bandito, who obviously wasn't able to get over here. So you got to think, how much time did Jake really have to prepare for this change in the main event tonight? That could be a factor in this one, but I still give the favor to Jake Ullman in this one. He is a staple here at Squared Circle. He's won match after match. He's proven it time and time again. I got my money on Jake Ullman here tonight.
Wow, I know Jake Ullman feels just as confident as you feel about him. And of course, still to come, Ben Bishop and Killer Cross has been a very personal rivalry online. That could be a big-time explosion as well. And so much more still to come. Titles on the line galore. And we're just getting started here live on the Premier Streaming Network.
So excited. Let's shoot it back up to Dave Pinzer. Let's get our next match underway.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following is a fatal four-way match for the Prime Championship. It is one fall to a finish. Challenger number one, from the Black Hills Sanatorium, Crazy Steve!
Well, the temperature changes when Crazy Steve is in the house, and certainly somebody who is no stranger to championships in TNA and time with the Decay over the years, but ever since he's been on his own, he's more unpredictable than he's been ever before.
Absolutely, 23 years plus as a professional wrestler. This guy can absolutely go, and I'm excited for this one. Again, it's a one fall to a finish, fatal four-way match. This is going to be a banger as well. I'm so excited. We are stacked tonight, top to bottom, Joe.
Prime title to be decided. Sudden death style.
representing the GK fam, Prima Donnie.
Not too far up the road here, Joe, Cincinnati, Ohio. Prima Donnie, always a staple here as well. You talk about somebody that's got something to prove, kind of the underdog in this particular match with the other competitors. But you can't count him out. Fast-paced, high impact. You got to look out for those knee strikes, too.
No doubt Prima Donnie has the most to gain in a matchup like this. Represent GK fam. That goes back to his time in his own rap group. This man's very accomplished as a performer in the ring and on the stage. He carries a confidence with him, and that certainly will be a big-time advantage, feeling comfortable in the ring with legends and legends in the making.
Absolutely.
Challenger number 3 from Japan. Taka Michinoku!
What a legend this man is. Straight from Morioka, Iwate, Japan. Taka Michinoku burst onto the scene in United States Pro Wrestling at just 23 years of age when he won the WWF Light Heavyweight Championship in December 1997, but certainly even years before that.
Representing the system.
Had a reputation in Japan. When you talk about reps, our defending champion, right? Knows all about it.
From Queens, New York, he is the prime champion, the most professional wrestler, Brian Myers.
Definitely a staple here at Squared Circle Expo. And you talk about somebody that this is the guy to beat at the end of the day, but you don't have to necessarily pin him.
That's true, but Myers is going to have his head on a swivel. Myers is a thinking man's wrestler. He's an accomplished veteran. He's a trainer. He's worn just about every hat in this sport, and you heard Dave Penzer talk about the system. Yeah. That has been the most dominant faction in TNA over the past several years, and even through membership changes, certainly shows no signs of letting up.
Absolutely not, and I'm so excited to be able to call a Taka Michinoku match and be able to say that I've had that as an experience, just to be at ringside. You and I this close to this ring and to the action tonight. Man, talk about a life goal unlocked for myself.
Yeah. And Taka's overachieved many times. When Taka made his way to the States, it was as a young boy, basically an apprentice. Guys went to Taka Michinoku, and that speaks to the potential this young man had and how well he realized it in the years that followed. Think back to ECW's first papers, and Taka a part of that as well. That memorable six-man tag match that introduced the fans to Kaientai Jojo, to Michinoku Pro.
What the hell is Crazy Steve doing that on the apron here? This is a fatal four-way.
I don't think Steve got the memo. Or
yeah.
Maybe he didn't.
Prima Donnie now, and Brian Myers working over Taka Michinoku now, and I think Steve is a little confused here.
I would blame the language barrier, but I think the same thing would have happened if it was two English speakers. I mean, I don't think Crazy Steve can communicate with anybody.
Well, I'm taking Crazy Steve out of the equation here. Look out, boom, big boot. Prima Donnie down, Brian Myers now, Taka Michinoku off the ropes.
Taka doing a great job of switching directions.
Beautiful.
Connect with those pump kicks, and you think about Taka's speed and his agility, and maybe you underestimate his power, his leg strength. And even Taka's explaining, yeah, it's a four-way, you idiot. And Crazy Steve's tagged in, okay? And Crazy Steve, a house of fire.
God. You would think, though, that these guys coming into this fatal four-way, you would think that the first person they would go after would be the current prime champion. You would think they would all go against Brian Myers, but you got Steve out on the ring apron thinking it's a tag, and now the biting. I'm like, what the hell? What's happening?
Maybe so, maybe not. Hey, Taka's picking up on it. And it was never intended, but Steve and Taka are working as a makeshift tag team.
Yeah, this has been Crazy Steve's plan all along. Good night.
Steve the Pescado to the floor and scores big, takes out two rivals with one shot. And this thing is going to get down and dirty on the outside. And keep in mind, in this environment, you're not going to see a disqualification. You're not going to see a count out. We want to see a winner. We want to see a Prime champion.
Absolutely. You got Brian Myers with a big chop to the chest of Taka Michinoku now. Prima Donnie fighting over here on the other side with Crazy Steve. All four on the outside. You can't win it out on the floor, though, Dombrowski.
Well, maybe the handprints on Taka's chest can one day become immortalized in an action figure in Myers' toy line. Who knows? But right now, it's Taka fighting for everything he has. I mean, keep in mind, if Taka wins this Prime title, we're going to see him regularly at Squared Circle Expo. He'll be here next year. Well, how fun would that be?
You can really, this is impossible to call. This could be anybody's match tonight. Taka now just grinding the face of Brian Myers on that guardrail on the outside here.
And imagine if you're Prima Donnie. Imagine if you're the one that takes down Crazy Steve and finally gets him to stay down. Steve dropped what looked to be jaw first on the edge of that ring frame, and in the ring, Taka Michinoku able to quicken the pace. The high knee, follow through. Oh, watch out for those strikes of Taka into the lateral press. And to our point, Prima Donnie intervening, not to save Myers, but certainly to protect his own interests.
Oh, absolutely. And now the boots. Looks like that's kind of in the throat there of Taka Michinoku.
Kind of, but that's blatantly in the throat.
Well, I mean, it was on the edge.
Donnie doesn't care.
Yeah, he doesn't. He cares. He doesn't.
Whatever it takes to win, and even if it means taking a chance.
Well, this could pay off or it could fail miserably. It does pay off with the double axe handle, though.
And AJ, he calls that way into the cover, hooks the leg, and Crazy Steve intervenes. Donnie calls that the quadruple axe handle, so I guess twice as much.
So he hits him with two hands, and then what else is he hitting him with?
That's how the maths, but right now, Crazy Steve, a snapmare. Great technique by Crazy Steve, but that's not a sentence I say often.
Yeah, I don't even think Steve has a game plan or really plans these things. They just kind of happen by happenstance.
He very much operates on impulse. If it feels good in the moment, Crazy Steve's going to do it.
Uppercut right on the money, though.
Got the foot up. And Donnie, there's a split second too late. Oh, that head scissors. You notice the arch on the back.
Yeah.
And the shoulders as he's bent across that top rope.
Prima Donnie in some trouble, able to get out of it, though.
Can you imagine Crazy Steve as Prime Champion? And
look out, though. Myers cuts him off.
You're not going to throw Myers off his game, though. He's calculated. He is resourceful. Last year we had a power outage, and Myers took advantage of it, won that title in a three-way matchup with Ben Bishop and Jack Vaughn.
In spite of.
Yeah. Myers, I think, was the only one that kept his focus on the prize, while everybody else was a little bit disheveled.
Oh, no.
Speaking of disheveled.
Oh, no. No.
Taka.
Oh, good God. Oh, my.
And they're building that top-heavy will topple. Tower of Doom at the behest of Taka Michinoku.
All four men are down here. I don't know if the referee doesn't, he's not, I was going to say he should be counting because we got to have a winner in this thing.
Yeah, he's calling loose.
He's just there to count the three. That's all the referee's making sure everyone is safe.
Did Myers just do a Michinoku
driver? He did. Well,
here's how it's done. Oh, gee, Michinoku driver. And Myers gonna feel his whole, yeah!
This is tremendous. And now Taka in for the cover. 2 count.
Oh, you see the respect these athletes have for Taka. Everyone in that match knew this thing is done unless I act now.
My gosh.
So Myers tried to play some mind games and it came back to bite him. And now it is Donnie and Steve. Center of the ring. Oh, Prima Donnie just practically stomped through the chest of Crazy Steve.
He's raising his hand. I don't know why he's got his hand up. He hasn't won the thing yet. Boom, though, connects with the punch.
Just likes to measure his foe.
Oh, man. Nice missile drop kick there. That connected well.
Nicely done. Great leg extension.
Very impressive. Impressed with Prima Donnie in here this weekend. Joe. And Taka, though, off the ropes. I spoke to, oh, man.
Oh, Myers.
Yeah.
Picked his opportunity, saw his opening, what a spear!
Good Lord.
A huge lariat.
Knocked him out of his boots.
Wow.
Nice. Here is your winner and still prime champion, the most professional wrestler, Brian Myers.
So Myers finds a way. A lot of moving parts, a lot going on, but Myers kept his composure, and when he saw that opening big enough, Myers capitalizes and leaves with the same title he walks in with.
You got to give it to Brian Myers. By hook or crook, some way he was able to retain three formidable competitors, but Myers still gets the win.
No doubt about that. Myers is a step ahead.
Look at that spear, beautifully connected. Boom! Almost knocked him out of his boots there, Joe.
Yeah, what a 1-2 punch that was.
Man, beautiful win.
And beautiful show of respect for Taka Michinoku. How incredible does Taka look?
Well, that's a show of respect for Crazy Steve to Prima Donnie, but nevertheless, you do like to see sportsmanship when you can get it, I guess. Well, Prima Donnie's still out here. I don't know what the hell he's doing. He lost the match. It's like, go home, lick your wounds, and come back and fight another day,
it takes a while to sink in a little bit. Got embarrassed on the way out. But,
well, I got to tell you, I'm excited for this next one because Big Time Savion has got his work cut out for him tonight as he goes one-on-one with the Butcher. That's coming up here in just moments. And man, I gotta say a little prayer for Savion tonight. I gotta tell you.
Hope he packed a lunch because the Butcher, we've seen the evolution if you watch him on AEW.
Yeah.
The physical condition he's in, the intensity in his eyes. It's better year after year, and Butcher's going to look to make a statement tonight.
Absolutely. Let's shoot it back over to David Pinzer.
Legendary referee Joe Kopen.
Yeah. Talk about legends in the house. Jeez.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest set for one fall. Introducing first, the CEO of Big Time Enterprises, Big Time Savion.
Well, certainly Big Time Enterprises.
Hey, this goes by Big Time now. I didn't have that in my notes.
Has a lot of money tied up in the finer things in life, whether it be those designer sunglasses, whether it be the custom stuff he's got, whether it's the security detail as well. Big Time Savion is somebody who certainly does not spare any expenses.
What would you know about designer glasses?
Well, not much from a distance, I'll tell you that.
Well, listen, I can't take anything away from Big Time Savion. He wrestled in the UK and France, capturing international attention for challenging for the Immortal World Heavyweight Championship in France. I mean, this guy's out here doing big things, but you want to talk about big? My God, he's facing the Butcher tonight, for God's sakes.
Yeah, but if you ask Savion, he might as well tell you he feels 7 or 8 feet tall. He feels 300 pounds of pure muscle.
All right, well, I'm not disputing that at all.
And his opponent from Buffalo, New York, the Butcher.
My God. How would you like to run in?
One half of the Butcher and the Blade tag team that started very regionally in Buffalo. Heavies in All Elite Wrestling.
Absolutely.
For some of the top stars. And you see that power walk to get Butcher motivated, get him in the zone.
I had a chance to talk to the Butcher earlier today. He said that he is in the best shape of his life and he is ready for more action, whether it be in AEW, whether it be here at Squared Circle Expo, and he's going to get it tonight as he goes one-on-one with Big Time Savion. But right now, Big Time is currently walking around the ring with his, who are those guys? Bodyguard? Protege?
Entourage, heavies.
I'll go with flunkies.
Security detail, I don't really know.
And matching ties, really?
I think they may just be a couple of guys paid to make some problems disappear, if you know what I mean.
Well, hey, that's potential.
Well, when I think of the Butcher, I think of Every Time I Die. I think about his music career as well. I think Savion may feel like he's going to die 1,000 deaths if he's not careful in this matchup because the Butcher is absolutely relentless.
Well, the bell has sounded, and obviously Big Time Savion doing the smart thing, bide his time at this point. He knows that he doesn't want to rush in at the Butcher because it's not going to end well for him.
The smart thing would be to not lose eye contact with the Butcher because that may be the last thing you do.
I would think that Big Time would want to get into the Butcher's head. He would want to play mind games. He would want to try to psych him out. Physically going toe-to-toe, I don't know if that's the smartest thing for Big Time Savion.
No, if Big Time tries to make this a power game, he's going to lose.
Crowd's chanting here tonight, but I can't repeat what they're saying. That even though we're on YouTube, we have to get a strike.
I thank you for having that decorum resistant. But we'll see. It's Big Time's chance to prove it wrong.
Here we go. Well,
Butcher just pushing off effortlessly. And, you speak about Butcher being in the best shape of his career. And
listen to the chant for the Butcher now, man.
It's clear to see the work Butcher's put in on his physique, and even though he's leaned out, he's lost some of that bad weight, he has not lost a bit of power with him.
Oh no, not at all. And that's all. And listen, that's all dude right there. He can ground and pound, but he can also fly if he needs to. That's the thing about the Butcher. You never.
To your point, Butcher with one single. Here's another.
Man.
2 single strikes gets more mileage than most people might with a dozen.
You ever taken a chop to the chest before, Dombrowski?
Not from somebody that size, I'll guarantee you that. That's heart-stopping.
I've done that. I've had it done to me one time, and I thought I was going to have to be in palliative care for 6 months. It's brutal.
Oh, to the eyes.
See? Well, listen. When you're fighting a guy like the Butcher, normally I would say that's unprofessional, it's uncouth, it's unsportsmanlike, but sometimes you got to just kind of pull a couple of punches or a poke to the eye,
So what you're saying is you're allowed to cheat if the guy's larger than you.
Well, it's either you cheat or you die. Oh! Yeah! Or you wind up like that.
Could be both, who knows? But I don't know if Savion's going to make any headway. Anger at Butcher, and that's straight up power. It is so hard to elevate somebody with that lower center of gravity, but Butcher just made it look like another day at the park.
Yeah, absolutely effortless. And now, that's nice. You got an entourage, but they're all running. Well, what the hell good are they? Oh, man. I was going to say, if you're sitting here telling me you wouldn't poke a man in the eye when you saw somebody that big, I'd do anything. I'd pick up a chair. I'd do anything I could to try to get away.
Well, I wouldn't sign for the match. There's a reason I'm out here with you.
Well, that's true.
Well,
thanks for coming.
Now the gentleman in the fedora pushed his counterpart in the way and just ran across the ring. And that distraction was enough for Big Time to send Butcher. We can hear that clunk out here at ringside of Butcher's anatomy hitting that corner post, which, by the way, does have edges on it. It's not rounded.
No, yeah, I've noticed that.
And that corner just wedged against your skin or into your eye or into the right muscle could do some serious damage.
Well, all it took was a little bit of that distraction, as you said, and the tables have turned now. And Big Time Savion, but he's doing too much jaw-jacking with the crowd here tonight, Joe. I mean, he's got to get focused. Hey, look, he's saying he's victorious already. I'm like, what have you really proven in here so far tonight?
Well, he's proven that he can be resourceful. He's proven that 3 is more than 1. I'll give him that much.
Yeah.
Butcher in a bad way.
Well, the referee obviously admonishing Big Time Savion. And now, look, out there on the outside, your friend in the fedora, the gentleman, I think is what you called him.
I use that term very loosely.
Well,
But Joe Kopaz is the best zebra in this part of the country. He has presided over every legend and top prospect and rookie and everywhere in between that's come through this and the surrounding areas for some 25 plus years.
Don't let Daniel Spencer hear you say that. Hold up my money.
Jason Ayers will be half hoppy too, but that's a whole other story.
Savion, though, in full control right now. He's got that knee in the small of the back, working over the back, wrenching back on the neck of the Butcher here.
This is smart because you want to keep Butcher at bay. If he's on the canvas, he can't utilize that power, but as Butcher turns inward, that alleviates the pressure on the carotid artery.
Yeah, I think Savion had the right idea, trying to keep the big man grounded and keep him off his feet. If you take the legs out from him, you've got a fighting chance at least. Oh, man, look at that. Nice enziguri.
Yeah, jump up style, but Butcher's so huge and thick that Savion, I think, hit more shoulder than back of the head, but that power slam scored. Quebrada nicely done.
Butcher in trouble. Oh. Man.
Savion did a great job of stringing 2, 3, 4 offensive maneuvers together.
Yeah.
Caught Butcher off guard, but AJ, what stood out to me the most was the luster behind that kick out.
Yeah. Butcher is not down and out for the count yet, and of course now, big-time Savion tosses the Butcher to the outside here.
Wait a minute.
What the hell is going on? We're in the middle of a match here. What are these two idiots doing?
Fanning Savion off, and
it's like it's a boxing match. He's sitting in the corner having a sip of whatever's in that cup.
Yeah, there's no timeouts here.
Are you kidding me? Well, meanwhile, he's giving the Butcher valuable time to recuperate here. This is the most idiotic thing I think I've ever seen. You had the man down, you had him in jeopardy, and now you're going to take a break because you're tired?
Last thing you want is a re-energized, rejuvenated Butcher.
Absolutely. Oh, case in point.
Back suplex changes the mood in the air as Butcher scores big, but is it enough for him to recover fully?
What a major mistake on big-time Savion's part there to take that breather. He had him. He had the Butcher injured. He had him down, and he let him get his wind back. He let him recoup.
Oh, what a series of elbows. Butcher, when he gets rolling, like a runaway freight train, there's no stopping him. There they go.
Man.
Practically through big time.
And big-time Savion is not a small dude, Joe.
Not at all. You wouldn't know it standing next to Butcher.
Oh, right?
Oh, nice drop step into that half Nelson backbreaker. Jackhammer style. Will this be enough? Hooks the leg out of near fall.
Thought that was it there. Man, I thought the Butcher had him.
Well,
this is where the Butcher is more dangerous, Joe.
Wait a minute. What?
Are you kidding me again with these idiots?
Oh, that goof has the ankle of Butcher. He already felt the wrath of Butcher once before.
Oh!
And again, the diversion. That may have just kept this matchup alive for big-time Savion.
Oh, that's good. Is it it?
Oh, took him sky high, but only got a 2 count. And you can see the impact of some of this offense by Butcher. That combo he strung together, the backbreaker, the jackhammer, and we were about half a second away.
Man.
This thing being done.
And again, Savion jaw-jacking the crowd here, goes for that springboard, misses every bit of that though. Oh, good night.
And Butcher put every pound of his weight in that lariat, and he beats him.
Here is your winner, the Butcher.
Well, anybody that's been sleeping on the Butcher, anybody that has forgotten the path of destruction he can forge, got an up-close and person look here tonight at Squared Circle Expo. Butcher's better than he's ever been.
You might as well call that a 3 against 1 because that's kind of what it was for a good portion of this match tonight. No denying that the Butcher took on 3 dudes and still came out on top.
Check this
Tremendous.
out. Butcher puts all of his weight forward through Savion, sends him for a loop. Only thing left to do here,
beautiful.
Count to 3.
Yeah, man. Referee Joe Copaz right there with the 3 count. What a great win tonight here at Squared Circle Expo for the Butcher. Savion with that cup, Take that cup on home, buddy. That's the only thing you're getting out of this show tonight.
I think he's going to be consuming everything he eats through a straw for a couple of weeks after what Butcher just did to him.
Absolutely. Ladies and gentlemen, we have so much action still to go tonight. That big main event still to come. But we're going to take a moment here to take a quick break and hear from our sponsor. Stick around. More Squared Circle coming up.
Baseball takes years to master, unless you're just built for it. If you think that's impressive, you should see me practice law.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is an 8-person mixed tag team match. Your referee is Charlene. Introducing team number 1. Sean Reed, the Heavy Metal Viking Hooks, Alex Gunn, and Riley Matthews.
Well, we're back here at Squared Circle Expo. What a tremendous weekend this has been. AJ McKay, Joe Dombrowski, the man, the myth, the legend. Joe, it's such a pleasure to be here with you, dude. I've had an absolute blast this weekend.
It's been fun so far. We're far from done yet. You talk about myths. I thought these teams were mythical the first time I saw it advertised. This is going to be unpredictable as they come. The Heavy Metal Viking Hooks joined along with Alex Gunn, the import all the way from the United Kingdom. And of course, Shauna Reed and Riley Matthews as well.
And their opponents. Bosch, Crusher, Allison Kay and Marty Bell, the Hex Bangers.
Well, Mosh and Thrasher have announced previously that this will be their final year as active in-ring competitors, but it's not just about the Headbangers tonight, it's about the Hex Bangers?
Absolutely.
Oh, look at this!
Oh my God! How do we tell them apart?
Marty Bell and Allison Kay channeling their inner headbanger. I never really took them for Marilyn Manson fans or White Zombie, but they're good in the spirit. They're good sports.
Hey, they adapt. That's what you do. You adapt.
The Headbangers are sporting some Hex merchandise as well. You can tell these four, they may not look like they got a lot in common on the surface, but they've gelled very, very well prepared for this matchup.
Man, I gotta tell you, Ed and Adolfo, the promoters of Squared Circle Expo, they have pulled out all the stops, as they do every year. All of these matches, just top-notch, could be main event matches anywhere you go, man. Oh, look out!
Hey!
Good night!
From behind, that's Hooks, and that's Riley Matthews right in front of our table. And everybody else following suit. It is an 8-person brawl on the floor in this one-fall matchup.
Look out, this is going to be insanity. Keep your head on a swivel, Dombrowski.
No question about it. We should specify this.
Look out!
Hey, come on! Hey, come on! Get out of here!
Nice.
Hey! Trying to do our job over here. What's wrong with you?
That was Hooks and Mosh over here. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I got you. All right.
Yeah, I wouldn't say no to Marty Bell either, trust me.
Especially with a goatee or whatever that thing is she's got toting around over there.
Okay, I guess that makes Marty Bell the Thrasher of the Hex.
Yeah.
And AK-47's Mosh.
I'm seeing it.
All right, I get it now.
I'm getting it. I'm feeling it.
On the outside, this action continues. It is mixed tag team rules. In theory, the gentlemen with the gentlemen, the ladies with the ladies.
I was going to ask that. But Marty Bell's got the painted on mustache, so maybe they're getting confused. I don't know. I'm confused.
Well, I've heard that. But action continues as Mosh and Thrasher, they love it when there's no rules. They love it when it's uncontrollable. It reminds them of the mosh pits. It reminds them of their slam dancing.
Do we get a bell? Do we even hear the bell? Has this thing officially started, for God's sake?
Well, there's nobody in the ring for which to sound a bell for.
Yeah, I was going to say, well.
But that's a great call. It's a great assessment.
Well, just look at the chest of Alex Gunn there. My gosh. He's had the hell beat out, but again, though, if you're as white as Alex Gunn is, I guess your chest would turn red quickly.
It is dreary in England a lot, so it does happen. And a multiple timeout request from Shauna Reed and
Hooks. Why are they asking for? There's no timeouts. This is pro wrestling, Joe.
Thrasher's pulled his skirt up.
That's at the after party, too.
Oh, this thing, I would say it's getting out of control, but it never had control to begin with.
Yeah, well, the poor referee just stands in the ring alone. She's trying to get people in there and order restored and get this thing officially started here, but...
Well, I mean, there's no way to disqualify anybody until this thing starts, right?
Yeah, well.
She could politely suggest, that's about it. Well, Alex Gunn's in the ring, and I'm not sure if that was by happenstance or accident or what.
Allison Kay and Marty Bell. Well, Allison's up on the ring apron now. Here comes, well, there's the bell. I guess we're officially underway in this thing. Good luck trying to call this.
Yeah, it's Headbanger Thrasher in the ring, starting out with Alex Gunn.
Or not. Here comes Mosh.
Frequent tags. Hey, the Headbangers have been together for 30 years. You know, all about working together. Oh, double teams like that. Took them to the WWF Tag Team titles back in September 1997. And the Hex wants to do that?
Yeah, the Hex, I just heard Allison Kay say, yeah, we could do that.
Okay.
All right.
Headbanger see, Headbanger do.
Little tit for tat tonight.
Let's go with it.
Didn't come out right, but you know what I meant.
The thought that counts. Marty Bell now sends Gunn for the ride, and yeah!
Oh,
the
man!
Headbanger double team!
Oh, man! That was close! That's close!
I like the flowery skirt of AK. She reminds me of a wild Samoan.
Well, hey. I'd go for a Samoan drop. Well, of course, again, you said it's mixed tag rules, but apparently they don't care about that. Marty Bell for the cover? There's never a dull moment in pro wrestling.
Yeah, hey, let it ride. If everybody's okay with it, if the referee's okay with it, and well, it might not be okay in a minute because the Heavy Metal Vikings tagged in.
Okay.
A fierce brawler, a fearless competitor.
Well, look at the size difference, though. I mean, my God.
Is Marty going to stay and fight?
I guess so. You talk about nerves of steel and courage. She's got more gumption than I would. That's for damn sure.
We're going intergender, but hey, former NWA Women's Tag Team Champions are the Hex.
Yeah, man.
One of the greatest female tag teams of this generation. But Hook's not impressed by that resume.
Marty Bell, though, not backing down.
Marty wants more. Marty's saying send Hooks.
Nice go behind from Marty. Side headlock. Come on, Marty.
Marty, she's got that fiery Dominican temper, but she's very technically sound as well. A takedown on Hooks.
Very nice.
Wow. This is why I'm scared of Marty. This is why I told you, do what she tells you.
Well, also because you have no muscle mass.
That is the secondary reason.
Well, big forearm from Marty Bell, and Hooks goes down. Oh, man. Hooks is in trouble, Joe.
Hooks is in enemy territory and being swarmed by adversaries left and right.
Folks love the Hex Bangers here tonight at Squared Circle Expo.
Well, this is the Headbangers' attempt to maybe pass the torch a little bit, right? Anoint the next tag team?
Wait, the Headbanger's going to do it. Oh, big elbow.
Yeah.
And Hooks goes down again.
Mosh pit style again. Do-si-do.
Oh.
I don't think they ever did that in a Manson concert.
Good night. Poor Hooks. He doesn't even know where he's at right now.
So the Hex teaching the Headbangers a thing or two.
Hey, listen, you're never too old to learn something new, Dombrowski.
It's true. Much to the chagrin of the opposing corner, the Neon Dream Riley Matthews getting hot and bothered, but Hooks has found his way. Who'd he tag?
All right, looks like he tagged Alex Gunn back in.
Alex Gunn, a collegiate rugby
Look at his
player.
chest. Good God.
Well, you know he's used to taking punishment in collegiate rugby. He's somebody that comes all the way from Yorkshire, trained with the legendary Dustin Rhodes down in Texas.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Obviously, you had plenty of time in the hotel earlier today to Wikipedia random things. Good for you. Hey, man. Well, look out. This isn't going to end well for Alex Gunn. Oh, right in the small of the back.
Yeah. Oh, there's a how do you do.
Well,
will that get us demonetized?
I don't think so.
Okay.
That's close on close. That's good.
Then we're okay.
Yeah, for now. The night's still early yet.
Alex Gunn's not okay. His ego's bruised. His chest is bruised, quite literally.
Yeah. And Riley Matthews now.
The 2022 PGWA Rookie of the Year. She's been their champion for 2 years come next month. But all of that skill will not help you with Headbanger Thrasher.
Look out here. Well, Thrasher just sets her up on the top. Okay, well, that poke to the eye. He didn't hit her, though, in his defense. He did not hit her.
In a manner of speaking, that's correct. That is the most gentlemanly way to poke a woman in the eye.
You should never poke a woman in the eye.
Not even if you're in a mixed intergender tag match?
Okay, an eye poke is technically not legal in any match.
What if you're in the ring with someone who calls themselves a wicked misfit like Shauna Reed, who's out of her rabid-ass mind?
Well, that's where it would apply. Oh!
See, look at her! Whirling dervish of offense. And said she's a real woman to AK-47?
Yeah.
You want to question the womanhood of AK-47? Jackknife pin. Look at her catch AK off guard. We only got 2.
Now, Shauna Reed has a couple of screws loose for sure. Very unpredictable.
Now, the question is, does that help her or hurt her?
Sometimes in matches with Shauna Reed, sometimes I've seen it help her because I think when you're unpredictable and you don't really have a game plan, you just kind of throw caution at the wind sometimes. You know, you get desperate. You get into that desperation mode. So you do whatever you have to do.
Moments like arguing with the official, though, or perhaps that was a diversion to get Riley involved.
Possibly so. Again, there's no rhyme or reason.
Well, there is a full extension of that leg, choking on AK-47. Nicely done, and yeah, Marty Bell, I'm talking about that fiery temper, as her best friend is now getting pummeled 2-on-1 in the neutral corner. And there's nothing anybody can do to stop it as the referee is in over her head.
Referee now, as she's admonishing Riley Matthews here, trying to get her. Oh man, it catches a big boot.
Riley no shortage of confidence, but you better realize who she's in there with.
Yeah.
NWA champion, TNA knockout champion, 2. And a lateral press for 2. And there is that smart tag team wrestling. Again, you cut off the ring at that hypotenuse, you neutralize one of your opponents, and you can pretty much do whatever you want to do.
I have never heard hypotenuse used on a wrestling commentary. That's bonus points, Dombrowski.
The long end of the right triangle if you're wondering.
Yeah, I got it.
And,
man.
Marty Bell. Did she get tripped by Hook?
I think she might have.
And Gunn got the shot. Oh, turn into the pump kick.
All that little bit of a distraction, that's all they needed.
Yeah, 2 boots right to the throat.
Yeah.
Referee admonishing Shauna, and Hooks gets his flicks in. And you notice the difference between how the Headbangers and the Hex strategize an opponent in their corner versus the free-for-all. What happens when Shauna, Riley, Hooks, and Gunn get their heads together?
Yeah, I noticed that. The Hex Bangers are a lot more cohesive in their strategy, and the other team just kind of throwing caution at them. That's like there's no, there's no head on the snake, so to speak.
The other team's like a bunch bunch of starving wolves, just bouncing any way they can.
Pretty much. Oh, look, a handful of hair from Alex Gunn. That's rude.
It's not something they teach in etiquette class over in England. Twisting fisherman suplex.
The crowd trying to rally behind Marty Bell, get her back into this thing. Marty's got to make that tag, Joe.
Marty's taken an incredible amount of punishment these past 3 to 5 minutes. Still swinging. Still realize she's in a fight. Tough handful of hair.
Yeah.
And you can just feel the force and the ferocity behind every movement of Shauna Reed.
Look at that. Leg fully across the face, just pulling that, that'll cut off the airflow and everything else. Could break your nose.
As she had the calf wrapped around her opponent, she was bending back, arching all of her weight to apply that pressure on the windpipe of Marty Bell. Through desperation, looking for a tag, and she's got Allison Kay. AK is in, and oh boy, the mood just changed.
What?
Hook's got it. Gunn got it. Twisting neck breaker. Riley Matthews, the only one left standing for a time at least.
Marty Bell off the ropes.
And there's some of that Hex double teaming. This could be all.
And Hooks breaks it up. Oh God, and everybody comes in now, Joe.
You don't want to raise the ire of Masha Thrasher. Oh, wait a minute. Masha Thrasher.
Marty Bell on the outside, taking it to Hooks.
Whatever. Stage dive.
Oh,
the Headbangers with a stage dive. That'll do it.
It's got to be it.
Headbangers done it.
Oh my God.
Here are your winners, the Hex Bangers.
First time ever the Hex and the Headbangers together. The final year of Masha Thrasher in ring. And we saw one more stage dive here on the grand stage that is Squared Circle Expo.
What a hell of a match.
What a celebration. What a moment.
What a match.
AJ, what an unlikely team on paper. We weren't sure
Look
how
at
it would
this.
go.
Boom.
But yeah, that incredible force of the Hex double teaming.
I thought that was it right there, man.
So did Hooks. He got in there quickly, but that was only a prelude to what came next. The stage dive. Headbangers playing the hits, and it scores big. What a win. And what a visual to see these 4 former and current champions standing tall.
Incredible match. We still have plenty more to go tonight. Tag team championships are on the line a little bit later on. That's going to be an absolute wild one. It's an elimination style tag match, and anybody can tag anybody. Aaron Stevens, Carson Drake, it's going to be crazy. Hang on.
I don't know if you guys know, but me and Mosh Chaz, we're doing our retirement tour now. So this is year 5 for us to be in the best expo ever, Squared Circle Expo.
Amen.
If that don't have us back, we'll be back here next year. But tonight was the last time that we're going to be in the ring here. So, I want to say, you know me.
Yeah.
There wouldn't be any one of us ever. So thank you for all the years. We appreciate each and every one of you, except
Chance of Hall of Fame go up, absolutely.
Love to see it.
100%, yeah, man. Absolutely deserve to be in the Hall of Fame.
staples of the most unforgettable era of our sports history.
The crowd stands up. I'm going to stand up. Look at you. You're going to just sit there like a bump on a... Get up, Dombrowski. What the hell's wrong with you? This is the last time you're going to be able to call a Headbangers match, for God's sakes. What a hell of a run. Hell of a guys, too, man. These guys are awesome. Hell of a karaoke singers, too, by the way.
So for the first time ever with you and a microphone, I have nothing to say. You guys literally had something like, knowing these moments are coming, like playing some shit in my head, and but with all of that, I really have nothing to say other than thank you. And if you still got it, then doctor's lot, because they said antibiotics would get rid of it.
Mosh and Thrasher, the Headbangers, man.
That's a Headbanger style tribute for you.
Dude, class acts all the way. Absolute class acts and a lot of fun.
I'll tell you, the Headbangers proved that at the end of the day, bottom line, what this sport is having fun.
Absolutely, 1,000%. Gotta love the Headbangers. Well, folks, still to come, I was talking a little while ago about that tag team championship match. It's elimination style. Anybody can tag anybody. We are live tonight in Indianapolis. You got Aaron Stevens, Carson Drake, sent to slaughter, Sean Donovan, Danny Moff, Josh Chernoff, their manager. Plus, you've got the ill-begotten Jeremiah Plunkett, Alex Taylor, Taylor Ether with Danny Deals on the outside. And, of course, the newest rockers, Cal Hero and Al Snow, the defending tag team champions. That is anybody's match tonight. Talk about a main event anywhere in the country. That's coming up a little bit later on.
Yeah, we've seen the ill-begotten before. A year ago, and certainly Sent to Slaughter has been tearing it up on the Northeast scene. Stevens and Drake down in the NWA.
Yeah.
And all of those styles will converge, and only one team will be left standing. It'll be a war of attrition later on tonight.
Still plenty more to come. That big main event as well. We got Jake Oman taking on
Thrasher stolen a child.
Oh my God! No, he's
okay.
Put her back. Put her back. Good Lord, my God, we could.
Hey, she's a Sidney Crosby fan. Take care of her.
It's not part of the insurance. Jake Oman taking on Davey Boy Smith Jr. in our main event tonight. The Squared Circle Expo Championship on the line. That's going to be an absolute banger as well. Oh my God, I'm exhausted already. How are you doing? How are you holding up?
That's going to be such a physical matchup. I can't wait to see the intensity. I can't wait to see the sweat fly as one last ovation for Mosh and Thrasher as in-ring competitors here at Squared Circle Expo. They've given us 30 years of memories, and all that love just pouring right back at them right now. Very well deserved.
Let's shoot it over to David Pinzer for our next introduction.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time I'd like to welcome a special guest commentator. He started his career in 1960, and in the last 66 years he has been a successful wrestler, promoter, announcer, trainer, a mentor, and a friend to so many, including myself. It is my honor to welcome the legendary Les Thatcher!
Holy smokes! I am so excited!
Oh, we got a legend joining us. Welcome, sir. Welcome.
My gosh, what an honor and a privilege and a pleasure. Here, grab you a headset, absolutely.
Here, let the whole world hear you.
You get a word in edgewise over Dombrowski here.
All right, here we go. The next match set for one fall.
You better be on your A game tonight, Dombrowski. You got a legend sitting next to you.
Well, you two pros will keep the old amateur guy intact here, right?
Oh, hey, you're gonna teach us a thing or two.
Introducing first, from Cincinnati, Ohio, the veteran Jack Vaughn.
Well, here's a guy who thinks he can teach a lot of people in the sport a thing or two about a thing or two. Hard to call him a veteran when we've got 66 years right next to us.
How offensive is that?
I think Jack Vaughn messes up spots better than anybody I've ever seen before in my life.
Well, I'm sure it'll happen tonight. He is the king of the thigh slap for sure. He made his debut in 2004. And again, we all need to look out for the thigh slap tonight because, at some point, he's going to do it. We're going to see it. But I think that Jack Vaughn really has his work cut out for him. He does not want to mess around tonight, Joe Les. He's got a formidable competitor in Matt Riddle here.
I had the first chance to work with Riddle when he was at the Monster Factory.
Oh, wow.
I was teasing him tonight. I said, I called you out then. I'm getting a little old to call you out here. But I did ask him, I said, are you behaving yourself? Because if that's not one of the Cats and Jammer kids of professional wrestling, I've never seen it.
Well, certainly Matt Riddle goes to the beat of his own drum. He's been known as the king of the bros, but lately he has embraced the moniker of one rude dude. Had a little bit of an edge on him as well, and it certainly paid dividends. A former MLW World Heavyweight Champion. He's had some incredible battles there recently with the likes of Alex Hammerstone and Killer Cross.
When I mentioned the Monster Factory, having seen it first, you realize Damian Priest came out of the same place, and there was a hell of a crew there at one point when they were both there. So, yeah, that's the greatest way to learn. When the garden's full of good blooming flowers, you can pick up a lot of scent.
What's going on, Matt?
Hey, brother.
Well, let's talk a little brass tacks here. Obviously down at OVW there in Louisville, I have an opportunity to call Jack Vaughn's matches on a weekly basis. You talk about a 3-time OVW heavyweight champion, OVW Kentucky champion, 3-time OVW tag team champion, NWA Chicago tag champion. Jack Vaughn is no stranger to championship gold, but you look at Matt Riddle and his accolades. Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt. Matt is so fast. Multi-time WWE champion. This is going to be a hell of a match.
You know what? I was just sitting there thinking when you mentioned Vaughn's titles and everything, and he did it all with all the wrong moves, right?
I know. Yeah, somehow, some way, by hook or crook. The thing is, Jack Vaughn, obviously, we know that he loves to cheat. We know that this is not going to be a back-and-forth competitive match. To say that Jack Vaughn is going to, do his very best to go one-on-one and be a sportsman, that's not happening. We all know that's not happening. It's just a question of when.
I just found out today that he's from Cincinnati, one of my homeboys.
Yeah.
Right? So, good, bad, or indifferent. He's like the Bengals. It'd be great, but he got to cheer for him.
Jack Vaughn is a tall drink of water, 6'6" or so, 250 pounds, 2+ decades in the sport.
Oh, look out. Are we going to see that? We're going to see the thigh slap. Here we go. Get ready for it. He's got to warm it up here. He's got to warm it up. Listen to the crowd. They're there. It's anticipation.
Well, Matt Riddle's not here to mess around. Jack Vaughn may take some sort of power and energy from the fans' groundswell of support, but Riddle's here. UFC veteran Les, Riddle's a competitor through and through.
Yeah. I watching just this early couple of seconds.
Oh, look at the choke. Early, look for that choke.
Whoa, nice reversal. Great. Yeah. But as they open up, I'm seeing one guy's deadly serious, the other guy is taking this like a lark. And talk about a contrast in style, right?
Riddle was looking for the RKO a moment ago, saying it's that close. That's the thing, Les. I think a lot of fans and a lot of opponents maybe get an incorrect read on Riddle. They see his hair, they see his laid-back attitude, and they think, man, he can't be that tough. He can't be that bad. But once he's in competition mode, that gear switches.
Well, and I think the persona and the attitude, sort of disguises the fact that he's a hell of a martial artist.
That's true.
Poke to the eyes, though, that'll get you every time, whether you're a martial artist or not.
Really?
And there you go, just Jack Vaughn throws him away. And there it is, the thigh slap for the crowd. But, here's the thing, though. You can, I think people sometimes underestimate Jack Vaughn as well. Jack is a formidable competitor when he wants to be.
No doubt.
but he can't take Riddle too lightly. You cannot take a man like Matt Riddle too lightly in this situation.
As I watch Vaughn, he reminds me of a dear friend of mine, God rest his soul, Terry Funk, who was the clown prince of our business, I think, but at the same time, a lethal competitor without doubt.
Oh, 1,000%.
One of the best.
1,000%.
Yes. You notice Vaughn's taking things a lot more seriously now since he felt the wrath of Riddle, and Riddle was able to leverage him to the outside just on that leg strength and reach, and Vaughn showed he's got some leg strength all his own.
That's the thing about Jack Vaughn. He does come out here and he wants to showboat and he wants to play to the crowd. But you kick him off, you make him mad, he'll flip that switch on a heartbeat, 2 count.
Pretty. Vaughn's one of those guys that he's been here year in and year out.
Yeah.
He is a warrior. He is tenacious, and he has earned the right to be a Squared Circle Expo regular. Les, I gotta ask you, you've been in the ring and training with all types, all styles. What do you make of Matt Riddle's choice to fight barefoot?
I have wrestled barefooted back in the old days, like if you're outdoors in the rain, because of canvas with the composition soles on wrestling boots, it's like putting drag racing slicks on a wet pavement, right? There is virtually no traction. So, but I hated wrestling barefoot. I mean, it's almost like somebody going to step on your big toe.
Yeah.
Right? I mean,
so it has its advantages, it sounds like, but it also has its disadvantages.
Yeah. Well, like I said, with rain,
look out
you
here.
got better footing.
Riddle's going to go for that choke again.
I did too.
Riddle is lethal with that rear naked choke. Seen him put many men away in wrestling and MMA. But Vaughn, it would suit Vaughn to slow this pace down, to make it more methodical, and certainly stay away from the grip of Matt Riddle.
Well, but obviously with the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu background, you saw those palm strikes just then. Matt's got those quick legs as well. And man, he can pinpoint those heel kicks and just catch you in the right spots and knock the wind clean out of you. And again, boom, up, and Vaughn gets him that time with the scoop slam there, and 2 count.
Les, I got to ask you, when Riddle was in UFC, his departure had nothing to do with his performance, that's for sure, because he was a badass through and through.
Right.
And 2 of the categories he ranked highest in was strikes landed and takedown defense. You as a trainer and mentor, how would you advise Vaughn to counteract that?
Well, if he's trying to take down defense, obviously, is to try and weight him. Get in, blow, ride him, and take his speed and agility away from him, right? Make him wear himself out trying to like a good figure 4 body scissors from behind.
Riddle on top of your cover attempt off the Proton.
Yeah, still a 2 count, man.
Well, I think Jack Vaughn needs some of that advice now, Les, because he's on the receiving end.
These guys have a lot left in the tank. It's still early on in this match. They're going to have to beat the hell out of each other a lot more than they have so far.
Right. Well, when you mentioned earlier about Vaughn slowing down, I was thinking, wow, Joe, if he slows down anymore, he'll stop breathing. I mean,
look out! Oh my God! Nice German suplex there. Jack Vaughn may like to start slow and then taper off from there, but Matt Riddle is looking to quicken the pace.
So impressive is Matt Riddle now. And look out, boom, big forearm. Look at him just manhandle Jack Vaughn here.
That's a great throw. Matt's so great at popping those hips, getting that leverage, and a second Proton, and that'll knock the wind out of Jack Vaughn.
Matt is so fast, Les, you have to think that gives, hang on a second, 2 count.
Whoa. So close.
That's really got to give Matt the advantage here is the quickness, the speed. As Joe said earlier, Matt wants to kind of maybe stay away from Vaughn. Vaughn's not super quick, that's for sure. He's explosive when he needs to be, but he's not super quick.
And those kind of guys are a little sneaky.
Yeah.
Because they change the pace so quick. From that.
Oh!
Whoa!
Great roll through by Riddle, but just off that evasion of the moonsault.
Yeah.
But Vaughn scoring with these elbows.
Yeah. You're mentioning wrestling barefoot earlier, but like that deal there, I'm thinking my ankles aren't going to put up with a lot of
that's got to be absolutely a factor. You don't have that support in the ankles. Look out, another pin attempt. Vaughn's got him locked up.
Whoa. Man, that was what, 2 5/8 or close.
And a great transition because notice, Les, Jack did not let go of the body contact on Riddle. Immediately transitioned into the Boston Crab.
Riddle is in trouble here. The torque on those knees is tremendous. The ACL, MCL, you can tear one of those in a heartbeat.
Yes.
Riddle, though, able to get to the ropes and break it up. That's good. Also, the thing, too, about Vaughn, guys, you need to look out for is that big lariat. Vaughn has that explosive lariat. He can connect out of anywhere. And if he connects with that, it's always more than not over.
He's calling for it.
Look out.
He's calling for it.
Oh, Riddle, what a counter.
Riddle rolls with the momentum.
Oh, my.
Jack caused it himself on that last move when he stood and played with the crowd. He gave Matt a chance to recover.
Absolutely.
So he cost himself.
That was a great counter, though, from Matt Riddle.
Riddle got a long 2 count, the bone of the knee. Oh, that twisting Broton scores that time. Shoulders are down.
Oh my gosh.
That was what? I said 5/8 before. That was more like 7/8 or something.
And Riddle thought that was 3. Riddle shot, the most shocked in the building that this wasn't it.
Look at this on the replay here. You see Riddle, boom, beautifully connected, and just move after move, connects with that knee.
And back live, you can see Riddle channeling, psyching himself up. Maybe he's listening to some of those voices.
Good reversal by Jack.
Oh.
Set him up, yeah, good.
Textbook spine buster.
Absolutely. Here it comes. What?
Out of nowhere!
Counters! Can he get him? Oh my God, he does!
Here's your winner.
Wow.
Riddle.
Out of nowhere, and boys, that's what makes the difference between great and good.
What a hell of a match that was, though. My gosh.
Yes.
And you can see the standing ovation for Matt Riddle. You can say what you want about his laid-back demeanor, but he fights as hard as anybody I've seen.
Look at this.
Yeah.
Out of nowhere. Oh my God.
Unless it's that tenacity of a competitor, right? That will to be the best that drives him on.
Sure. You know, he's got the kind of personality that I've seen in wrestlers, like Monroe, over the years, right?
Google it for
You
kids.
don't take them seriously at first.
Yes.
That's your mistake.
Look at that, a handshake though.
Yeah.
Nice. You like to see that, don't you,
Yes,
Les?
yeah, I do.
Nowadays, it's very far and few between, but you like to see that sportsmanship.
Absolutely.
That was a hell of a match.
It was. Very good.
And for those of you who don't know who Sputnik Monroe is, you better look that up. You better Google search that. Man, there's the thigh slap, because you got to give the people what they want, Dombrowski.
Is that what the people want?
That's what they want. Look at them.
That's what I've been doing wrong this whole time.
I should have thigh slapped you at the beginning of the show.
Please don't. I'll file a grievance with HR.
Listen, if you guys are going to go at it, let me get my striped shirt and I'll referee, okay?
Oh, my God. I don't think anybody's buying tickets to see that one.
Oh, my God.
We've already got an audience, guys. This is the way to slip in and say you sold the place out.
Hey.
Right.
Listen, you're the legend. I'll take your word for it. There's great advice. You heard it here first.
Hey,
well, of course, you're going to have to grease my palm to lie for it.
But you mentioned we're sold out, Les. Thanks for the house.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, the legendary Les Thatcher right along ringside with us here at the commentary booth. Of course, Joe Dombrowski, a legend in his own mind, and I'm AJ McKay. We still have so much more to go tonight. That main event coming up. I know I keep talking about it, but Jake Oman, man, really has an opportunity to really show what the wrestling community and these fans, what he's all about.
That is a name I have heard in recent months, and I asked somebody, who is Jake? And so I'm going to get a chance to see it, right? I mean, really, I've heard the name pop up often, and so that's got to tell me there's going to be something good there. Right?
Oh, trust me, you're going to want to stick around for that one because it's going to be a banger. Absolutely.
Great. Les, your entire 66 years in the sport, there's been a constant. The Hart family, what they've represented, and Davey Boy Smith Jr. carries that tradition to the main event here tonight.
The fact that we were just talking about Stu in the back, right?
Yeah.
Tell me about when Stu invited me to the dungeon, and I said no.
Well,
smart move.
Right.
And that's why you're still with us today.
We're live tonight in Indianapolis, Indiana. Let's shoot it back over to ring announcer David Pinzer. David?
Ladies and gentlemen, Squared Circle Expo Circle City continues. With this tag team match, introducing team number 1, Lord Crew and Dalton Mukente.
You talk about two absolute hosses of men. I have had the opportunity to call a Lord Crew match on several occasions. I've been fortunate enough to sit at ringside at OVW, and Dalton McKenzie has run roughshod over everybody. Joe, this is going to be another banger, yet another great match
You
tonight.
mean you're keeping my seat warm from me at OVW?
I am. You are an open invitation anytime you want to come. Not you, Dombrowski, not you.
Oh, wow. Sorry to hear that.
Not you, Joe.
I'm kidding. Of course, you always have the spot of the commentary.
You come in on my pants.
And ladies
Okay?
and gentlemen, team number 2. Ortiz, Eddie Kingston.
Oh, look out! Well, Eddie Kingston and Ortiz. This fight explodes before the bell. Good luck, Joe Kopas, keeping this thing under control.
You can absolutely feel the energy and the excitement in here tonight. All of our superstars. Oh, God! Look out!
Ortiz into the front row.
Ortiz just took out the front row.
You spoke of the power of Dalton McKenzie. The juice is loose in the early going.
And you guys are going to pour Omen out to me, right?
Jake Omen, we absolutely will. We absolutely will.
Yeah, that'll be later tonight in the main event, but right now.
Trust me, you're not going to miss him. Dalton McKenzie and Ortiz going at it over here. Kingston beating the hell. Look at him, just pulling the beard. That's not fair, but hey, it works. The pull of the beard.
You take 4 guys in a tag match and spread them out like this. The referee has earned his living tonight. That's
one of the best in the sport. Joe Kopas, obviously, if you're going to have anybody ref a match, Joe is one that you would want for
my
sure.
senior guy, all the years that I held HWA, came all the way from Texas. He said, I'm here to referee for you.
He's
Great
awesome.
guy. Love Joe. Yes.
He's got to have his head on a swivel tonight for sure, as we all do. There's Dalton McKenzie. And, of course, Lord Crew. Boom, man. Big forearm.
Eddie Kingston's music says it all. The world is cold. You better bundle up. Kingston has sacrificed so much to get where he is today. A man that 5 years ago was almost forced to sell his wrestling boots to pay his rent.
Man.
And now one of the top stars in AEW today.
What a comeback story.
We can all have, back in the day, have stories like that, right? Believe me. I've taken some tomatoes and squeezed them into hot water. Tomatoes super like that.
Some hot pockets on the heated up on the radiator.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Well, what are these Cincy boys going to do when they put the squeeze on Ortiz?
That's
and
true.
They've got him 2-on-1 center of the ring.
I was about to say the big. He got it.
The height, the elevation. This Lord Crew is so devastating. Spent some time over in Japan and came back I don't know if a better man, but a more different, more aggressive man for it.
He's so thick. Yeah, from the calves on up. You know, he's built like a defensive lineman more than the rest of them.
Working, talk about Japan, part of the All Japan Champion Carnival 2024. And check out the elevation. That Crew gets on that leg drop, but only a count of 1. You talk about that fighting instinct of Ortiz, somebody who knows what it's like to survive on the street, someone who is a very accomplished, multiple-time World Tag Team Champion.
Well, they don't call Crew the bare-knuckle berserker for nothing, man. And Dalton McKenzie just stomping a mud hole into Ortiz.
I know these two men have been terrorizing the NWA in recent months, along with Jack Vaughn.
All right, Kopez, you got trouble over here in the corner, son. You better get over there.
Yeah, Eddie Kingston tried to come in and offer some assistance as the double team ensued, but look out, man! Ortiz just getting ragdolled and tossed around.
He just muscled him up. He did not throw him, he muscled him.
I don't think Dalton, biting the knee now.
Trying to bite through those huge thigh muscles.
Well, that's one way to take a big man off his feet, I guess.
That's like a 7-course meal.
But look, Dalton McKenzie unfazed. Look at the power. I don't think this kid understands his own strength. Oh man.
Another name out of the past. Sweet Hansen was a sweetheart of a guy to talk to, but like hitting him with a tree limb when he forearmed.
Incredibly thick, incredibly devastating in everything he did. And, to your point, AJ, I think Dalton McKenzie, we're still seeing the building process.
Yeah.
We haven't seen his final form yet. He gets bigger, stronger, more confident every year.
How long has this guy been in the industry? Anybody knows?
Is that Dalton McKenzie?
Yeah.
Dalton, man, he's
only about 4 years.
Yeah, man, 4 years. That's a hiccup.
It is. Yeah. Gosh,
Oh, he's got all the tools.
He really does.
Very far, and so does Crew.
Oh, man.
You know, it's what I see from him. Here's a guy that needs to find a step up in competition. You know, like an MLW, you know, or TNA or something. That you know, just before he hits that Raw or SmackDown or even AEW.
Well, certainly well on his way with places like this, Squared Circle Expo, NWA as well. As
Well, they've been the NWA Chicago Tag Team Champions.
Oh, really?
Dalton McKenzie, along with Jack Vaughn, believe it or not, have held those titles before up in Chicago. Dalton McKenzie and Lord Crew both, obviously, like Joe said, have competed in the NWA and still compete there from time to time.
The Crockett Cup is coming up.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So they're getting the reps in for sure. And now on the outside, Dalton McKenzie now.
Joe, Jesus, Joe, come on.
Well, hey, Eddie Kingston's a handful when his temper gets the best of him, trust me.
It's a good thing this is not my show, or Joe and I'd be going to the office after this.
Eddie!
Oh!
Eddie!
Eddie's had enough!
Eddie has seen enough, and he is ready to come to blows. Eddie Kingston is unconventional, he is emotional, he reacts, he's impulsive.
Yes.
Well, when you see your tag team partner getting the hell beat out of them, of course you're going to be emotional and get involved.
Yeah.
Well, maybe you wouldn't. You'd probably just stand there and just watch it happen, wouldn't you? Hey, it's not me. You wouldn't. That's what you'd say.
Eddie Kingston's almost become like a big brother to Ortiz. Ortiz was on his own. He wasn't in his previous tag team anymore, but Eddie Kingston, he affectionately calls Ortiz Monkey. These guys are like family.
You know, I've been wondering about Eddie since he came back because he dropped so much weight, right? And that could be a minus factor, especially with a guy older, right? With more mature.
Yeah.
Well, you know, Ortiz and Kingston are the reigning Outlaw Wrestling Tag Team Champions up there out of Brooklyn. And, you got to think, they've been making towns, just outside of AEW Ring of Honor. They've also been traveling around the country. Right. They've been tag teaming a lot. So it's not like they're new to tag teaming together or, and to your point, they've been friends for a very long time. So they know each other backwards and forwards.
We got to give credit, Les, to the chemistry, the tag team tandem that is Crew and McKenzie, at least until Ortiz finds an opening.
Wow.
And the tag to Kingston, and here comes Eddie.
Kingston gonna unload with those All Japan 1990 style chops.
Man, Eddie just likes to
I would
fight.
tell you what I call those, but this is a family thing.
Okay, we'll have enough profanity if Kingston gets the mic at any point.
Right, there you go.
Oh, rapid fire.
Oh, gosh. And those chops, people think, they just smack. Those chops will knock the wind clean out of you. They take their toe, don't they, Les?
If you've ever been chopped by Johnny Valentine, Wahoo Daniel, or Ric Flair, somebody said today Johnny Valentine to me, and I said, when you mention that name, my sternum.
Well, right now, McKenzie, more than his sternum's gonna feel this. Great double team.
Yeah.
Russian leg sweep and a STO back heel chip combo.
Can I be just a bit sarcastic here and please tell Eddie and the team this is not AEW where you take the count of 452
right
before you get out.
Yeah, they better be careful because Kopaz definitely will count you out if you don't. Oh, spear out of nowhere! Where the hell did that come from? Cover here. Ortiz able to break it up. Good night, Joe.
Yeah, nearly put him away, but notice McKenzie immediately disposes of Ortiz, but Ortiz, with that tunnel vision, will not let Eddie Kingston victimize 2-on-1.
Whoa! Reverse the big man into the post.
And in the ring.
But can he follow up on it? That's the thing. He's hurting too.
Lord Crew talking trash now to Eddie. Oh man, that was a stiff forearm right to the jaw.
Dressing down Kingston, talking down to Kingston.
And the crowd goes up, starts to chant Eddie.
I'll tell you what, Crew's not the first one to make Eddie Kingston feel lesser than, to give Eddie Kingston doubts. He's fought mental health his whole career, but he's come out stronger from it.
And this is where Eddie, this is where he excels, guys. He loves the chops. He loves the forearms. He loves just to beat the hell out of each other. Good night.
And it's almost like receiving those chops just awakens Eddie Kingston, re-energizes him.
Oh! That wasn't a job, gentlemen. That was just a big left, right hand.
Oh! Spinning back fist from Kingston! DDT!
Ortiz with a splash is the exclamation point.
Can he catch him here? 2! It's over!
Here are your winners, the team of Eddie Kingston and Ortiz.
What an incredible match!
They pulled it out. They did. That's crazy.
Les, it wasn't pretty at times, but it was damn sure physical.
It was ugly. Yes, that's the word you're looking for there, Joe. It got a little ugly.
It did.
Yeah.
Absolute hell of a contest. You got to give it to Lord Crew and Dalton McKenzie. They tried their best. Look at that spinning back fist, connects right on the money.
Yeah.
You could see Crew's legs went out on him right away.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And the DDT, boom, plants it, finds his mark. What a hell of a match. Ortiz now flying off the top rope. Full on splash, connects. Incredible match. Back here live, Eddie Kingston and Ortiz. The fans loving every minute of it.
There'll be another day for Crew and for McKenzie, no doubt, but Eddie Kingston and Ortiz celebrating in style.
You gotta love it.
I see the big guys.
Wait a second.
Whoa.
Hang on a second. Wait a second here.
Are we going to go again?
We may have a rematch here and now.
I was about to say that two big guys are younger, and so I'm thinking if there's an advantage there, they've got more gas in the tank.
They do, but
it looks like a nice firm handshake though, and some sportsmanship-like conduct. Always good to see it. Look at the chest of Lord Crew, man. Through all those tattoos, you can see it's just bright red.
You know, the old man here just said, I sensed there was going to be more, but not.
Wow.
No substitute for the experience of Kingston and Ortiz here tonight. And we still know Crew and McKenzie will be back, and we know they'll be better.
We still have a lot more to come. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back with more Squared Circle Expo right after this.
Some people call it practice. Some people call it talent. Me, it's called another day in the perfect life. I think that was impressive. Waiting to see how we practice law.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is an elimination style match for the SCX 10-team championship. In this match, anyone can tag anyone regardless of if they are partners. Introducing team number 1.
Oh God.
God's here?
Well, in his mind,
he may have a God
The
complex.
most successful man in professional wrestling, Carson Drake. His tag team partner, Damian Sandow.
Well, that's the largest walking can of Pepto-Bismol I've ever seen, Carson Drake.
He loves that dance with the hips and the strings, and it's invisible, and it's just so obnoxious.
Are we going Damian Sandow, or are we going Aaron Stevens tonight? I got on my card, I got Aaron Stevens.
Hey, I don't want to get a cease and desist. Penzer can do what he wants.
All right, I'm going with Aaron Stevens. There's that jackass.
You gotta narrow that down.
Good Lord. Yeah, just a point. Well, this is for the Squared Circle Tag Team Championships. Defending champions Al Snow, the legend, and Cal Hero, the young up-and-comer. Guys, I'm going to be obviously a little partial. A couple of OVW guys in this one, but tonight they're the defending Squared Circle champions.
Yeah, I've heard a lot about this Cal Hero. Of course, his dad's in the business for 100 years, and so, right?
Yes.
They're accompanied to the ring by the guiding light, Josh Chernoff.
Oh, God.
I almost forgot about him.
I tried to.
You guys are so nice. Are you
Sean
always
Donovan,
just loving?
Danny Moss, the team of Sit to Slaughter.
Well, Wes, if I give you $10, will you go up there and stretch out Josh Chernoff for me? That'd be great. He's the idiot in the gold jacket.
Let Les get to know him for 5 minutes. He'll pay you to do it.
Well, that's true too. Hey, listen, I brought Mace tonight. I'll blind him.
It's Sean Donovan. It's Danny Moth. Two badass veterans who don't care about anybody or anything.
Yeah.
They're just here to hurt people, take names, and win championships.
You know what? I didn't real. I looked tonight in the dressing room and I said, Mom, I know this guy and I didn't have a chance. Mom, my
Danny
God.
Moth, yeah.
I can remember watching him with Ring of Honor, for God's sake.
Ring of Honor,
Him and,
OG.
I think Chris Daniels were a team at one
It's
point.
it's good.
No. I forgot you existed.
Excuse me, did you buy that from, is that from Bill Apter? What did Bill charge you for that? The plate. The card?
Manager of the decade.
No. It says pro wrestling. That's not even. It says pro wrestling's underappreciated. That's not official.
Joined by Danny Niels. Alex Taylor,
Well, the hits keep
Jeremiah Plunkett, the ill-begotten.
I saw this team get a big win a year ago over Crazy Say. Don't get hot at me.
It's already mad out here tonight. You haven't even done anything
Well,
yet.
I couldn't hear him over his jacket.
Well, yeah. I don't know, Les, I'll take you back a little bit. This team here, they remind me of shades of the Fabulous Ones and that ring attire, those ring jackets. Now, I'm not saying they can wrestle like the Fabulous Ones.
I was just going to say,
I'm just saying
why do they take the jackets off?
They're cosplaying as the Fabulous Ones. That's all I'm implying with that one.
Well, the one thing, the guy in the sequin vest, I'm looking at the hips, and he's got a hell of a lower body on him. It's got a guy that could get down and drive right through you.
Are we going to have some NWA cooperation here? I noticed Plunkett and Stevens having some consultation. This is a four-way match.
That's a great analysis, Joe. That is indeed the question. We are just waiting on the SCX Tag Team Champions here. But yeah, I mean, we've got two NWA teams in here. This thing.
And ladies and gentlemen, the final tag team.
Are they going to? I thought they were going to start a debate opposed to wrestling.
The XCX Tag Team Champions, the newest Rockers.
Well, we saw.
Wait a second. What? No. What's that about?
Well, I don't know. Certainly.
Al just said, go in there and do your job.
Well, certainly there's been a very close mentor-mentee relationship with Al Snow and Cal Hero that dates back to when Cal was a child. Al Snow and Cal's father have been good friends for many, many years.
Oh, yeah, over 30.
It's been a dream come true, I think, for Al to help Cal realize his dream and for Cal to be a tag team champion with somebody that's been basically his friend for life.
You know, I haven't seen my friend Albert wrestle in a while, but I've watched him on
Well, you probably
Facebook
won't see it tonight here either,
with the
Les.
Indian clubs, and I'm just wondering how much power he's got in the shoulders and the arms from those clubs. I also mentioned to him today those clubs ruin rotary cuffs, too.
That's true, but Al Snow, incredibly well put together.
Oh, God. Hey,
oh, no. How did you get a mic? Who did that?
No. First off, you morons. Nobody wants head. The only person that wants head is Al Snow.
That's probably true.
No.
Birth rate is dropping.
What a surprise. The people from Indianapolis were born with a blood alcohol content the same as their GPA 2.0. That's high and low. Now, it's me, the most successful man in the NWA, Carson Drake. And
he's bragging about that.
A man that has
Why?
not been at a convention in well over a decade.
I've never seen this guy before, but I can tell by the way he's talking, he is obviously the next coming.
Show some respect that your mother never showed you. I'm trying to introduce the manager of champions, the greatest mind in professional wrestling today.
No.
Damien Sandow.
I guess we are going with Damien tonight then.
Allow me to beg your indulgence for one moment. It's obvious that my partner doesn't like you, but I have a very different opinion. Like he said, it's been about 10 years since I've been out meeting you guys, taking pictures, and it's meant a lot to me. And I just wanted to thank you all for that. Because from the bottom of my heart, I will never attend another one of these gathering of vagabonds again. You should all be ashamed of yourselves. There are grown men, fathers, walking around with title belts.
It's a championship, not a belt. Belt holds up your pants.
Thanks, pal.
Please remain silent when I am speaking. Thank you.
Sandow hasn't changed in the least. He's as obnoxious now as he's ever been.
See, we brought our friends from the NWA with us to ensure that this match isn't going to go very long, because the only thing I want to do right now is get as far away from all of you halfwits as possible. You're welcome.
Well, Al Snow standing there just waiting patiently for this diatribe of idiocity.
If you've read the Aaron Stevens, Damien Sandow playbook, you know how this goes. And unfortunately, Les, Carson Drake is following right in the coattails of everything Sandow stood for.
Well, you see, the Team NWA...
Well, at least he has a follower.
Yeah, well...
It's better than none.
Team NWA standing strong over there on the opposite side of the ring here. So again, Joe, back to your point here, listen, anybody can tag anybody in this thing. You know, NWA has to have the advantage, wouldn't you say, Les?
Well, I was saying numbers, absolutely. But you were mentioning about Al standing around so quietly. Unless I miss my guess, and I don't guess ages or stuff, but Al's the veteran in there. So he's like that old cow, right?
Okay.
He's going to walk down and make love to all the girls, right? Instead of just run down there and make love to one of them.
Well, bottom line is, AJ, you talk about who has the advantage, you talk about strength in numbers, but bottom line is only one team can leave as tag team champions.
Yeah.
And that's got to be factored in. I understand being intimidated by the knowledge of Al Snow. I understand being intimidated by just the size and the presence of Sent to Slaughter. But this is not an interpromotional rivalry. This isn't NWA versus the world. These are 4 equal teams.
Yeah, absolutely. 1,000%.
I don't know Sandow, but what I know about him and having watched him, I'm guessing he probably thinks there's nobody in that ring that's better than him.
Well, I think they all kind of think. I know Chernoff's not even in the ring, and he thinks he's better than everybody
I'll tell you
else.
what, you know what, we talk about that. But there's a thing about confidence, and then there's a thing about overconfidence, right? I am the greatest in the world. Never thought that. I'm not even sure I'm the greatest in match the night I'm in there.
Right. I think you're one of the greatest, but what do I know?
Oh, well.
No, Penzer, don't do it! Don't do it, Penzer! No!
Dang it!
Penzer, you can hit him if you want.
Or take the batteries out of that microphone, for God's sakes. Just put them back in when you need them. Good Lord. Carson Drake, if he wrestled as good as he talked, Les, he might be a world champion all over the place.
I'm wondering if he won't be too blown up from talking to be able to wrestle.
Well,
it's time they ring the bell.
Well, we're fixing to find out. Here we go. The bell sounds, and we're off and running.
Carson Drake does not handle criticism well.
Well, I don't know if our camera, we're looking, for whatever reason, Al Snow and Cal Hero continue to argue a little bit, and that is something that I'm not used to seeing. I'm not sure exactly what's happening.
You gotta wonder, AJ, if it simply comes down to the pressure of defending against 3 different tag teams. This is the biggest match of their careers as a tag team, and
it's very true.
Perhaps Al just wants to make sure Cal Hero is ready to step up to the occasion.
That's very true.
Swing and a miss by Sandow. Quick roll up here. 2 count only. It was a move similar to that led to Cal and Al defeating the Headbangers a year ago to retain the tag titles.
Well, the young Cal Hero is very smart. He's trying to get this thing ended quickly because he knows the longer this thing goes on, the more jeopardy they are in and the more opportunity these other teams have to get a quick 3 count and become the new champions.
See the intensity and ferocity of Damian Sandow, somebody who just is overwhelming Cal Hero, and I think Sandow deceptively large. I don't think you really have a handle on the kind of power he possesses until you see him up close in person.
He's a bad dancer.
That is true.
Great analysis.
That's not his strong suit.
Side Russian leg sweep, and went for the old elbow of disdain from his prior era, but Cal Hero not going to wait around to feel the effects of it.
Well, also Cal wrestling in that fanny pack, Cal started, he used to go by the fanny pack kid, Cal Hero, and tag in, now here comes Al Snow.
I just noticed that fanny pack.
Yeah, well, he used to be known as the fanny pack kid, but he's grown. He's, over the last 7 years, he's grown a lot. He's matured as a professional wrestler, and now Al, obviously going to put on a clinic in here, Les. You could talk to the moves and to the history and the legacy of Al Snow.
Yeah, well, hell, we're talking about trainers. Trainer, good trainer. Good at basic, sound basic, and his forms are sound basic. That's the thing, everybody's looking for great moves, big moves, pretty moves, but unless you got all the basics together, all the big stuff doesn't matter because it doesn't work.
You can do all the flippy floppy stuff you want to, but at the end of the day, if you don't know the basics, you're dead in the water. Great point.
Al Snow has such great poise in the ring. You can't throw him off his game. He has seen everything in 4 decades plus in the sport.
He's telling Cal, though, to watch. This is how you do it. This is what you're supposed to do.
Whoa! Huge elevation.
I thought he was going out on the other side of the ring.
Yeah. But yeah, look, Al's like, I don't know. I don't know if Al. Oh, and the blind tag in now.
Yeah, we get it, sure enough.
I can't tell.
Can you go back over?
We weren't talking about Josh Chernoff for 2 minutes, and it bruised his ego. But wait, look at this! Look, Al just pushing Cal and saying, get out. I think we're looking at maybe a tough love lesson in real time, gentlemen.
I've never seen this before. I'm not exactly sure. Oh my God!
What the hell just happened there? Cal, what are you doing? That's a pin, and the champion just got eliminated.
Ladies and gentlemen, the newest rockers
have
been eliminated.
What did I miss?
Cal Hero just super kicked Al Snow, and Al Snow just got pinned. The SCX champions are no more. We're going to have new champions, but the bigger story is that Cal Hero just turned his back on his mentor.
His mentor, since he was a child, he's known Al his entire life as Cal Hero, and something in him has just snapped.
The referee is confused. We're all confused.
This is not the Cal Hero I know. It's not the Cal Hero any of us know.
I can't believe.
The point is, she can't.
Well, Al's out.
She can't referee the disputes. She needs to get Al out of there and another foreign body in there.
Technically they haven't been eliminated though.
Well, it looks like Hero's planning on walking and quitting.
I cannot believe how disappointing. What in the hell has gotten into Cal Hero?
Yeah, and that emotion overwhelming Cal in his face. And to your point, AJ, you're the one that first called it, that these two men were not on the same page from even before they stepped through the curtain. But even with that, I thought it was the pressure of a big match situation.
I just thought it was tough love. I just thought Al saying, look, you got to be focused, you got to be on point. Yeah, we know, we got it, sure enough. Could you please go away? Jesus.
You're not on the call for this broadcast, Josh.
Is that your buddy? It said back to you, Joe. Is that your pal?
Yeah, that's your buddy?
Hey, don't wish that on me. I don't claim him.
Well, apparently the newest rockers are out of this one, guys, and so now we're going to have new SCX champions.
Yeah, and now it comes down to, Plunkett of the enters against Carson. Drake picking up where Al Snow left off with a high elevation.
Yes.
Duncan's got that body frame where he may not be built for bodybuilding, but there's a lot of power in there. I'm looking for a pile driver.
Oh my gosh. What? Ring the bell? What the hell's that?
Sent to slaughter, we haven't, but Josh Chernoff has brought these two monsters into Squared Circle. Josh has run his mouth year after year, but AJ, with the likes of Sent to Slaughter, if they find a way to capture these titles, Chernoff may never shut up.
God forbid that happens tonight. You've done willed that into existence. It better not happen. I'm going to punch you in the throat.
Well, I hope somebody gives you $10 for it. Alex Taylor.
I'll get a striped shirt referee, guys.
Well, Danny Moff tries to get in and help his partner, Sean Donovan, but...
I would not want to stand in between Danny Moff and whoever Danny Moff
Oh, my God. The ill-begotten in full control of this one. Alex Taylor so proud of himself right now.
Alex Taylor is a very complete wrestler, former NWA Junior Heavyweight Champion. There's not much he can't do. Nice suplex.
He also won that Crockett Cup in 2024 alongside Kerry Morton. I mean, he's very well decorated in NWA for sure.
Was the buddy Jack Roberts of the Southern Six.
Yeah, there you
backing
go.
Up Kerry Morton, backing up Silas Mason, and certainly he's the guy. Perhaps the strongest of all three. That says a lot because Silas Mason getting NWA World Champion.
Absolutely. I'm telling you guys, I'm digging, I'm loving these classic wrestling references tonight, taking me back to
You know what, AJ, though? I know Chernoff cares, and Chernoff has done so much to channel that rage to a goal that
Chernoff. Couldn't call him the bold and beautiful, for God's sake.
Danny Moore!
Oh, my God! Just
Damn.
crushed Alex Taylor. Sean Donovan now.
Sean Donovan with that Mr. Fuji-style senton.
Look out!
Oh, Danny Deals saves his charges.
Well, he knew they were in trouble. He didn't have a choice there, guys.
Oh, look at Chernoff, how pissed off he is.
That would have been 3 for sure.
Well, I can't argue with you. Danny Deals, I think, sensed it as well.
I mean, sometimes you know, a lot's on the line tonight. Sometimes you got to do what you got to do.
Now look at this. Chernoff's looking big and bad, getting on the apron, trying to do something. When he's got these 2 heavies backing him up.
Yeah, Chernoff is 5'5". He can't even get on the big rides at the fair. What the hell is he doing up on the ring apron? Get out off of there, you idiot. He hurt himself.
Alex Taylor taking it back over. Back elbow connects with Donovan.
Another 2 count.
Certainly the more,
He was just covering him.
Yeah, you got to hook that
left shoulder. He didn't have the left shoulder up.
especially with the guy's powerful as Donovan.
Unless he's unconscious, you've got to anchor both those shoulders.
And that knee lift changes things around. Moff back in. To your point, Les, I think that laissez-faire attitude may have led to Set to Slaughter turning things around.
Yeah.
Look out. Danny Moff. My God, that's like getting hit by just a Big Mac truck. Good. This guy is so devastated.
It's going to get worse.
Oh, my God. Oh, my word. Good night.
Cannonball score.
Oh, right in the chin. Caught him in the chin.
Oh, this is what the Northeast has been experiencing. ACW up in Poughkeepsie.
He's got him.
Wait a second.
Yep, he's there.
And that's 3, and Deals and Chernoff are fighting on the outside.
Oh, my God. We've got new tag
Ladies
team
and gentlemen,
champions.
here are your winners and new Squared Circle Expo Tag Team Champions, Set to Slaughter!
Danny Deals had no idea what happened because he was tangled up with Chernoff. He turned around, the match was over, and new champions were crowned. And what does this mean for all of us moving forward? As you see the replay, you see the devastation.
Look at that.
Josh Chernoff has these 2 maulers,
My God.
these 2 behemoths by his side. He was abrasive, obnoxious, and over the top by himself. But now he sent to Slaughter to Squared Circle Expo. And now Josh Chernoff can scream from the rooftops. And I don't know if anybody could do a damn thing to stop him.
Good night. Chernoff, if we thought Chernoff was bad before, it's going to get 10 times worse for him from here.
And who can take the titles from these 2 guys?
That's the question.
Yeah, they're both built like
Powerhouse.
fire plugs.
Oh, my God. Absolute powerhouses. Your new Squared Circle Tag Team Champions.
And we know one thing's for sure, AJ.
Jeez.
I don't think at any point, anytime soon, the newest Rockers will be activating a rematch clause.
I mean, so much happened in this match tonight. I can't believe what we saw with the newest Rockers and Cal Hero turning his back on his mentor, Al Snow. Just incredible. Let's send it back over to David Pinzer for our next match. David?
Ladies and gentlemen, this is an elimination match for the Women's Squared Circle Expo Championship. All 4 competitors will start in the ring and remain in the ring until they are eliminated. Introducing first. From Cincinnati, Ohio, the queen of the German suplex, Ari Alexander.
Ari Alexander making her way into the Squared Circle tonight. Big opportunity for her as the Women's Squared Circle Championship is on the line. Elimination, no tag, all 4 in the ring at the same time. Man, I tell you, every one of these matches have been absolutely bangers tonight, guys. And it's been difficult to call some of this action.
Please don't take what I'm about to say in the wrong manner. She appears to be the female Danny Mock.
Wait till you see Ari Alexander go. She is the queen of the German suplex for a reason.
Challenger number 2, also from Cincinnati, Ohio, She is a second-generation superstar, Jazzy Yang.
Well, I'm a big fan of the Yang family. Of course, Jimmy Yang is somebody who has been so important to pro wrestling in this area, certainly Cincinnati, dating back to Lester days in Heartland, and that continues on with his young daughter, Jazzy Yang, still just starting her journey.
Well, you went on his hillbilly party bus, didn't you? Did you when you were there? Yeah,
I've not been on the bus, but sometimes I wish I have. I do have his new autobiography, though, Jimmy Yang.
I know how old wrestlers yell at their sons. I'm curious how Jimmy would yell at his daughter. It's so different, I'm hoping.
It's a good question.
From Oakland, California, Shotzi Blackheart.
Back in December, Joe, I had a chance, an opportunity to call a Shotzi Blackheart match. Shotzi Blackheart versus Serena Deeb. You talk about a banger that was. Those two women beat the hell out of each other. Shotzi Blackheart gained even more respect out of me after that match. I am really looking forward to seeing her compete here tonight.
This is the first time I've seen her in person. I always like watching television. You can't tell about size on people, right? Good-sized girl.
Absolutely.
She's a lot bigger than she appears on television.
And one thing about Shotzi, she is fearless. She's the ballsy badass. She's chaos in combat boots. She loves to rustle up the apple cart a little bit and make you question a thing or two. Shotzi's against the grain.
From Fairbanks, Alaska. She is the defending Squared Circle Expo Women's Champion. For 183 days, she has been your champion, the Arctic Amazon, Freya the Slayer.
Well, I don't want to correct Dave Penzer.
Yeah,
but
you do. Look at you, you're jonesing.
Well, I mean, he missed the comma in there. That's 1,083 days for Freya the Slayer, and we have seen the domination of the Arctic Amazon over the past several years, and every time the challengers keep getting tougher, the odds keep getting stacked, but Freya finds a way. But will that be the case tonight? We've already seen one title change hands under a four-way matchup.
Yeah.
Will lightning strike twice?
Well, I'll tell you this, as someone that has called more Freya the Slayer matches than any other commentator, no offense, Freya is part of the OVW roster. She's there every week. She's a four-time former OVW Women's Champion. I have seen and watched Freya grow as a professional wrestler, as a person, and I got to tell you, when she flips that switch.
She's your wife.
No, she is not. But when she flips that switch, it becomes all business, and when you make her mad, and she really levels up even tenfold from where she starts, and she starts very, very high right out of the gate. And look at the size of Freya, though. I mean, Freya is a tall individual.
Yes. Well, there's no midgets in this match.
No, certainly not. A lot of heart, a lot of gumption, and Jazzy Yang with the short straw right away, taking on Freya and Shotzi. Taking it to Ari Alexander. Two different second-generation athletes in this matchup, speaking of Alexander and Yang.
Yeah. Well, all four of these women have different styles of wrestling, different styles, different ways that they can beat the hell out of you, and you're going to see that here tonight. Shotzi stands alone in the ring. Meanwhile, Ari and Jazzy and Freya on the outside. But oh, look out! Shotzi, though, Joe. Ow! My word!
Whoa.
Did you ever do that, Les?
No. And you know what? With all my opponents on the outside of me, I'm not going to.
Yeah.
I'm going to bet Les never had green hair either.
No. You're going to bet right.
There was that one time in college.
Oh, Jazzy Yang looking for a cutter.
Sad thing is, my college was a school of hard knocks.
Pace quickens. Certainly we know the Yang bloodline is great in high-tempo situations. Les, what was it like mentoring her father, Jimmy Yang, back in the old HWA?
You know what, Jimmy is a hell of an athlete. Seriously. I was sat down and had a chance to talk to him this weekend. Well, you should know about it. You went on this hillbilly party bus.
Well, it may have been somebody that looked like me, but Tiger feint kick by Shotzi. You know Jimmy's watching somewhere, a proud papa, hoping that Jazzy becomes women's champion. But Shotzi throws caution to the ring.
Oh man, Jazzy's in trouble here. Shotzi connects full on though, guys.
Shotzi's in such her comfort zone when she is riding on the end of that proverbial lightning bolt. She's a thrill seeker through and through.
You know what? Sometimes in this business, just like football, you can be with a different coach and you're a different player, right? And when you mention you think Shotzi seems to be relaxed, I think it's since she left the big company, because now she basically can do what she decides to do.
Well, she's in trouble there, and Ari Alexander with the forearms sees that opportunity very quickly.
Les, you can look at Shotzi and realize she's not the corporate type through and through.
No, she's not.
But bottom line, though,
that's okay.
That makes her a target because everybody wants to build their name off of taking out Shotzi.
Well, sure. That's the only ex-WWE person in that ring.
Yeah,
so,
right.
Yeah, that's the big prize.
These two women right now are no strangers to one another. Freya the Slayer, Ari Alexander. Like I said, queen of the German suplex. She's looked like she was trying to go for it there, but Freya very smartly in those ropes and stops her. Oh
my God!
Good Lord, right on the chin.
Yeah, Ari can German suplex any ordinary athlete. Freya is not an ordinary athlete.
Very true. That's the question: is can she get her over? Can she get her up and over? That's the question there.
The reason they call Freya the Arctic Amazon, you can look just how domineering she is, how overwhelming she is with her offense.
Off with her head. Ooh.
And not only the chop, but being entangled and
a little whiplash into that neck too. Yeah.
Now look out, Freya! That she calls that the off with their head. And she catches, I've never seen a double one though, but she managed to get it done.
When you got leg reach like that, you can take out as many as you want at once.
Yes, so. Oh, man.
And almost some makeshift teamwork between Alexander and Yang, who actually did train together at Jimmy Yang's school for a time. So that second generation bond and being training partners, and is Shotzi going to get in on the action? No, Shotzi realizes a threat. Shotzi sees a bundling tag team tandem and tried to shut it down.
You know so much about these girls. Were they on the party bus with you? My question.
I think they were late. They caught the next one. But be that as it may.
Right now, Ari with Jazzy with those forearms to Shotzi, doing the job.
You know, I was just thinking what an old timer told me one of the first battle royals I was in. You know, he said, "Kid, you know what you do?" "What's that?" He said, "You know, everybody's themselves out there. Pick the best guy you think is the best wrestler out there, kick his ass." Yeah, that's right.
That's good advice.
Yeah, if you could do it.
Battle royal or not.
But you know what? That's the thing too, because most everybody is going to go for the top dog, basically, who's out there. Right?
And that's this match rages on. We're seeing Jazzy and Ari continue to strengthen their bond based on that very fact as they target not just the most well-traveled name, but certainly the only current champion defending in there as well.
Well, and you know, when you tell me about the big girl suplex, the size tells me that she's not going to be a suplex machine because she's not athletically built like that, right? She's not Lou Thesz.
You'd be surprised.
Yeah. Really?
Ari Alexander will surprise you.
I love
Case in point.
Ari's got that low center of gravity. She gets her hips underneath her opponent, which enables her to pop off those suplexes. Man. And Jazzy go to little shining wizard. Shades of the Great Muda. And Shotzi nearly the first eliminated. And
well, we saw these two women working together briefly, but now they realize what's at stake here.
Those allegiances are so paper thin in matches like this.
Yes, I was just thinking somebody said, let's team up, and I'm thinking, for how long?
Right,
yeah, right. If I could watch my back through the whole thing, yeah, I'm your buddy.
That's always the question.
And Shotzi taking advantage of that disagreement. And Reverse missile drop kick, 1 foot per foe.
Beautiful.
Oh, but that leaves Shotzi is sitting duck. Freya going to take advantage.
Well, Freya has a lot to lose tonight for sure. I mean, obviously she doesn't have to catch the pinfall to lose this one.
It's true. But when you dominate the ring like that.
Those big boots, man. Freya is a master of those big boots. She plants those squarely every time, pinpoint accuracy.
Her legs are so long, she can hit you with that boot when you're out of striking range. And just stacking up the opposition.
Oh!
Where did Shotzi come from?
So much for you, darling.
Shotzi like a howler monkey just climbing Freya.
And Shotzi's got all of her weight on the back and applying pressure on that carotid artery. And Freya knows she's got to do something quick.
She didn't have the chin hooked in.
Good observation, Les. Absolutely. Shotzi, though, what's Freya doing here now?
Well, Freya, with Shotzi on her back. No! Oh my gosh!
Oh my! That was savage!
Freya could pin all three right now and win this whole thing.
And that's why Freya the Slayer has been the SCX Women's Champion for 1,083 days. Holy moly, in for the cover here.
Oh, I can't believe that wasn't an elimination. Freya's gonna drag one victim after another to the center to pin him. Jazzy barely slides his shoulder up. Check this out again. Look at this impact in the corner.
You know, in situations like this where you got three people down, my thought is if I'm one of those people, I want to be the first one up. There's your offensive advantage.
Well, I'm just surprised any of them are getting up after what we just saw.
Yeah, after that cannonball. Oh!
And Shotzi takes down all three.
What a match!
Shotzi fires up. Shotzi doesn't care if it's a four-way dance, if it's skydiving, if it's dirt bike riding, whatever it is. If there's a risk, she's on board.
Oh!
Stood her on her head, man.
High risk for everybody in that exchange, but Shotzi gets the better of it.
In that situation, all her body weight's coming down on her neck.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
Actually spilled to the outside as one expected it might, but
Shotzi
somersault senton.
Right out here in front of us.
Yeah. And your big girl with long legs,
Freya.
and I think
Freya the
so.
Slayer,
I think maybe she's run out of gas.
Well,
when you got size, you got to be careful with the gas tank.
That's very true, Les. I mean, all of these women have been going at it for a hot minute here, so you've got to think that, that fatigue is starting to take its effect.
Sure.
Time will tell.
And what? Look, she's taking her time out here. She's not rushing.
Shotzi's pinned. Shotzi's pinned. Oh, Jazzy had that if not for Ari Alexander. Keep in mind, in theory, it will take 3 falls to decide this. So
I'm guessing
tired now.
If this young lady is a veteran that you guys are talking about, she's just waiting until somebody goes down to get back in. And plus, she's filling that gas tank again. That's the other.
And that's what it's all about, too. It's that in-ring psychology. You know, you pick your spots, you find your moments where you can get a little breath. Look out here, though.
Yeah.
Freya the Slayer gonna pick. Is she gonna choke slam?
Oh my God! Stacks him up. Ari and Jazzy may be on E.
Whoa!
Double elimination. What? Wait a second. Is that double? What is that?
Freya asserting her
Jazzy
dominance.
Yang and Ari Alexander have both been eliminated.
That's a double elimination, Joe.
That's huge.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
And just like that, Freya was compromised, but reasserted that dominance in one fell swoop. And we're down to Freya, the defending women's champion, against Shotzi Blackheart, who's fighting with everything she has.
Look at this. That choke slam and the double pin there as Shotzi Blackheart now is in trouble up on that top turnbuckle.
I believe if Shotzi can get free of her and keep moving, she'll blow her up. I mean, that would be my plan if I were in that situation.
Oh no, is she calling for another cannonball?
Shotzi won't get free from this corner.
Oh my gosh.
If Freya has her way.
Look out. Oh, and Freya misses.
And all that momentum now works to Freya's detriment as Shotzi
gets it here if she, hurry up, girl.
She likes to go senton.
Oh, catches her.
Shotzi scores. We have a new champion.
Oh my. Ladies and gentlemen, your winner, and new Squared Circle Expo Women's Champion.
Gentlemen, I'm not a betting man, but if I'd have to put it's the lady who comes from the higher up promotion that's come down to this level. And I say that not that it's not a good level, but you get my point,
Right? Yeah, I think the bottom line is Shotzi feels like she has something to prove in her newest chapter of her career. She's not that corporate representative. She's always going to be a little bit against the grain. And Shotzi comes to Squared Circle Expo, buries a huge senton on Freya the Slayer, and wins the title.
Tonight we've seen another wrestler who can't play in the corporate grain.
Yes.
Regal. Bro, right?
Yeah, Matt Riddle.
Yeah, Riddle.
Yeah. Well, you got to give it to Freya. I mean, Freya held the title for 1,083 days.
Yeah.
I think if these two women would have gone one-on-one, the outcome might have been a little bit different. You know, Freya obviously at the champion's disadvantage because of the other competitors.
Yeah.
But you got to give it to Shotzi. That was a hell of a match. Our new Squared Circle champion. Well, ladies and gentlemen, yeah, we're going to take a quick break to hear from our sponsors. We've got more action still to come. Stick around.
Some people panic under pressure. Some people try to get out of the way. Me, I just see the play before it happens. Get it, nerd! If you think that was impressive, wait till you see how we practice law.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is a non-title match. It is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Providence, Rhode Island, standing at 6 feet 12 inches tall, weighing 15% of a metric ton. He is the Fight Factory Wrestling Premier Champion, Big Trouble Ben Bishop!
Well, Ben Bishop's been a bit of a viral sensation online, and yeah, he's got all the physical tools to go all the way. He's got a bit of a gift to entertain as well. I understand Ben Bishop's #1 fan, Tribal Keith, is watching the stream right now.
Where does this kid come from?
Ben is based, where is Ben based out? Is he here?
I don't believe he's out this way. I first saw him, I believe, in the Maryland area, but Bishop's been making his travels. He was in Tennessee working for Jeff Jarrett a couple of months ago.
Well, listen, he played Australian rules football. I know that he played center for the University of Vermont because they won 2 America East championships. Ben is well-traveled. I know he's here every year. I assumed he was from this area.
Again, this is an old set of eyes, but when I see a guy this size at this level, then I'm curious about what he's lacking.
And his opponent.
And I don't mean to be offensive, but you
From
see my
Sin
point,
City,
right?
Las Vegas,
With that kind of
Nevada.
size, you don't see those guys in the Indies.
Absolutely. Very well taken.
Certainly,
He is the current RPW, ACW, and MLW World Heavyweight Champion.
All those W's.
Killer Cross!
Well, the chants have been throughout the entire industry, the groundswell of fan support, the hashtags on social media have simply said, "We want Cross." And ever since he gained the freedom to give them Cross, unabridged, unfiltered, and authentic, Killer Cross has had a massive career resurgence. And there you see, adorning his arms and waist, the evidence.
You know what? I started watching this guy in NXT, and I wasn't sure. And then when he went up to the main roster, I'm thinking, what are they waiting on? Why aren't they pulling the trigger on this guy? And the crazy thing is, him with his website or whatever has put himself back in the ballgame, right?
1,000%.
My God, it's 2026 all over again. That would have never happened when I was pulling on the tights.
It shows you really the power of the voice of the people, the wrestling fans, how they're able to move mountains when they get together for a common cause. And Killer Kross, AJ, has delivered every step of the way with every door that's open.
You know, you got to ask yourself, as a fan, as someone that works in the sport of professional wrestling, you have to sit back and you have to think, if he's not on the big main stage, and at the big dance, if not Killer Kross, then who? Because you talk about a guy that personifies what a professional wrestler looks like. Yeah. But man, has he made an impact traveling the country and making a name on his own.
I did believe, in NXT, where they were pushing him as more like a giant. He's not that much bigger than the other guys. I'm thinking, I didn't know why they were going in that direction, right? But I think the guy's got a good look, and I think, but you know what I'm missing? Where's this old lady?
Well, there is a reason for that we're going to talk about. And to your point, Les, Killer Kross is not bigger than Ben Bishop, so he will not have that size and power advantage into tonight's match.
Well, no, he's not bigger than this. But what
nobody is.
No, but that in NXT is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
They build it as, but yet they had like two guys. He was beating two guys, and I'm thinking, in our business, he's a normal-sized guy.
I think it speaks.
He's not a giant, right?
Speaks to the ferocity that Killer Kross brings. That Gracie Jiu-Jitsu he's been training in recent months, in tournaments and competitions. But let's talk about the personal animosity between these two men, because they've had a war of the words online.
It's been savage.
Ben Bishop came out and said, I will do anything to stop Killer Kross. I'll do anything it takes. I may even punch his wife in the face. And Killer Kross got so hot and bothered by that management, Ed and Adolfo, decided, listen, this thing's a powder keg. Let's remove Scarlett from the equation.
I've a million things I can do with Scarlett, but it's never punch her in the face.
Well, there you go. But Killer Kross has said,
the big boo right out of the gate, Joe.
Killer Kross has said, and I quote, I am going to try to kill him. I am going to end his life live. So if I'm Ben Bishop, I better come out hot from the start, because he's in danger.
Well, you've got Ben Bishop. The disadvantage that Ben Bishop has in this one, guys, is that with his size, with his massive height, those long legs, Ben's not super fast, but his reach, when he can get a hold of you a lot easier, but he can't chase you. So you got to think that Killer Kross will work that to his advantage.
And not that I think he's disjointed or clumsy, but I'm waiting to see a little more speed and finesse for his size. Back when I started business, big guys, basically, it's like basketball, right? George Mikan stood in the middle for the Minneapolis Lakers and shot the hooks, right?
Well, you're seeing the athleticism right now.
I know.
I'm telling you, Ben, he's got pockets of that. He's got moments where he fires up. But again, to your point earlier, is that going to win him? Is
he a finisher?
Yeah.
Exactly. Yes. Is he a finisher?
You start off strong, but can you get to the finish line? That's the question tonight.
Yeah. And guys, there's a big difference between finishing and finishing on this level. Against someone like Killer Kross. You guys talked about, not being at the big dance. To me, the big dance is anywhere Killer Kross is right now, because that's where the eyeballs go.
Let me say, if I were sitting here scouting, or the kid in the red, if I were training him, this is a test. Because I tell kids in the Indies, you work with people you know are better technically than you. That tells me if you're moving up, if you're learning, because if you can match them and get with them, then then you've accomplished something.
It's a great point. I mean, I think this is a huge opportunity, 2 count for Ben Bishop. This could be the biggest match of his career and the biggest opponent that he has had so far in this career.
And you got to wonder, did Ben Bishop's plan work? Did Ben get Killer Kross so upset over those comments about Scarlett that Killer Kross didn't properly strategize for a competitive contest?
Very good point. And you have to think.
Oh, wait a minute.
Wait a second.
Kross tried to drop down. using some of that Gracie Jiu-Jitsu, traps that arm.
And he couldn't pull the weight over.
Yeah.
It looks like Bishop's trying to get his hand around Cross's throat there.
Bishop trying to choke him to get a break. Cross either trying to get in a full-in triangle or maybe drop down flat to get that Jujigatami.
Bishop can't find his balance to get enough leverage to get the move. There you got it.
Well, and with the length of those arms, you have to think that's more of a challenge than a normal-sized person to try to lock him in a move like that.
And now Cross has his first big opening in this matchup to unload, to have Bishop pay some dues for some of his big mouth comments.
To me, if I were coaching Cross, I'd say here. I mean, Cross is a big guy too, but not as big. Cross, start moving and do with this guy what I was talking about the lady in the last match. Run his gas tank empty, right? And then you eat his lunch. It's that simple.
The question is,
not that simple.
Yeah, what kind of game plan does Killer Cross have here tonight? And Joe, you're going to get to think too, guys. I mean, he's so used to having Scarlett out at ringside with him. With her not, I understand why she's not here. I understand her. You know, he wants to ensure her safety. But it's got to be an odd.
Look out here.
Smart on Cross's part, Les, because he's trying to take the legs out from the big man.
Right.
You do that, he's dead in the water. He's a boat anchor at that point.
Has that heel hook cinched in, and Bishop just trying to alleviate that pressure however he can.
Look at the torque on that, though.
Yeah, and look at Cross's ring positioning.
If you take the height advantage away from him, then he's your safe level.
Yeah,
you got it.
But that length enables him to find the ropes easier.
And without a doubt, Cross has got the experience.
Oh,
so,
no question whatsoever. Absolutely. Been very smart. Bishop rolling to the outside, gets to the ropes, and Cross very smart to stay right on the big man.
Cross pressing the advantage. Cross has never been a passive or a tentative fighter. He will be in your face the whole way.
You know, the first time I saw him in NXT, I was looking more like a street fighter, right? Back alley brawl.
Look out! Oh, good Lord! Right on the ring apron, the hardest part of the ring. Yeah. No give whatsoever.
Metal meets wood, and Cross's body violently bounced, and the ring didn't budge an inch.
You know, an old school guy watches these guys do slam the stuff on the apron. I think, you guys just masochists? What the hell is wrong with you? It's the last place I want to take bumps. Thank you.
That was a desperation move out of Ben Bishop, though. I mean, he knew that he was in trouble. He knew that Cross had his number.
And we know what's motivating Killer Cross, both from a professional standpoint and personal.
Right here, Ben needs to either press him or figure he's going to. Cross is going to come back on him. Yeah.
Cross is looking for the Doomsday Saito, but Bishop, those anvil elbows, hammer anvil elbows down on the back of the head, able to cut him off in the pass, and now that's Cross in his clutches. Almost a Cobra clutch.
I was going to say, it looks like kind of a Cobra clutch there.
I thought Bishop might have been trying to do a slam out of it, but he's just cinching in.
Yeah, I did too. That's why I was kind of trying to figure out what direction he was trying to go there.
Is Bishop trying to humiliate Cross by making him tap out?
Bishop doesn't have him tight enough. He's not in under carotid, I don't think.
Cross found the same thing you did, Les.
Big clothesline rocks Ben Bishop. Killer Cross duck under now. Boom! Another clothesline, but Bishop doesn't go down, guys.
Cross caught off guard. He's used to overpowering opponents, but Bishop caught him in midair. Oh, look out. They are rocking one another back and forth. And the animosity bubbles to the surface in this context.
If Cross stays on him here, I think he's got it.
Attempt number 2, Doomsday Saito. Can he leverage the big man over? He got him that time!
Oh my! Wow!
And into the cross jacket! Into the cross jacket! Bishop's caught center of the ring!
There is no place for him to go. Even those long arms, those long legs are nowhere near that rope to get the break.
And AJ, this is for Scarlett. You know Cross is cinching in extra tight.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Cross said he's going to kill him on live TV. The question is he at least going to knock him out or put him out here?
Look at Cross wrapping his legs around the arm of Bishop, around the core of the body. Bishop has nowhere to move, no appendage to escape. It's
over.
That's it.
It's over.
It's done.
That's it. Let him go. Let him go, Cross. Let him go.
Here's your winner.
Oh, no. Well,
Cross is seeing red. Cross is Let him go. Okay, you proved your point. You won the fight. Cross, it's done.
We're going to have to get some help out here because Cross is indeed trying to kill him on live television. My God, get him off of it, for God's sake.
Kevin, stop it, Kevin. You've done your damage. You made your point. You did it. Now when Cross gets into that zone and you bring his family into this.
Ladies and gentlemen, here is your winner, Killer Cross!
Yeah, you talk about the eye of the tiger. I've seen that on him from the get-go.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Well, let's take a look at it again on the replay here, Joe.
Yeah, notice that the left leg of Cross trapping the arm of Bishop. That made him Bishop's one last recourse to get out.
Yeah.
And as that other arm faded,
very smartly the referee stopped it.
Protecting the safety of the wrestlers as priority, which is why it was so important for Cross to release that hold. If you're deprived of oxygen too long, you're starting to think about long-term damage.
Well, Ben Bishop.
Start talking about a grave.
Yeah.
You start talking.
Ben Bishop better be very glad that Killer Cross isn't always a man of his word in that moment, because he indeed did finally release it.
You know what, though? I hesitate to think what would have happened if we didn't have staff on site.
Yeah, well, Ben Bishop lives to fight. Wait a second. Wait a second here. Wait a second. Well, they are literally carrying Ben Bishop out of here, and Killer Cross is stalking him like prey here, guys.
Stalking's the right word. Bishop has no idea he's still in jeopardy, and thank God for the staff, because what was a hell of...
Oh, look out!
No. Stop him, stop him, stop him, stop him.
Oh, Jesus.
Well, I tell you what, let's get some
out
order.
of this.
Yeah,
let's
get some order restored. We'll take another quick break. We'll be back here in just a second. Stick around.
Main event.
Some people spend years studying strategy, analyzing every move, planning 5 steps ahead. Me, I just play. Checkmate. If you think that's impressive, you should see me practice the law.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your main event of the evening for the Squared Circle Expo Championship. Introducing first the challenger. From Calgary, Alberta, Canada, he weighs in at 265 pounds. He represents All Japan Pro Wrestling and was the 2024 Triple Crown Champion.
What are you waiting on?
It's called building the anticipation.
Oh, thank you.
He is Davey Boy Smith Jr.
Even Les Thatcher can't wait to see the physical presence of Davey Boy Smith Jr.
We were comparing Stu Hart stories earlier tonight.
Did you ever milk the entrance there, Les? Did you ever milk it?
I never had music. I'm too old.
Les, I thought you were going to say you were comparing bicep size with Davey Boy earlier.
Joe could have pulled out his kazoo for you and played you out here tonight.
Right. You know, I've heard so much from my first chance to see Davey. And I've heard so many good things about him, so I'm really interested in watching him in ring. Yeah, we were talking about, I was in Calgary in 1962 for the summer. And the rodeo, Stampede, man, talk about party time.
This match may resemble a Stampede.
They block off 2 downtown main streets for 4 blocks in each direction, and it's all foot traffic.
Sounds like Squared Circle tonight. Well, you asked earlier about point out Jake Oman. Here comes Jake Oman.
All right.
He is your Squared Circle Expo Heavyweight Champion, Mr. International, Jake Oman.
He's competed in some 40 different countries, but His claim to fame started right here in the Indianapolis area. He was the very first Squared Circle Expo champion. And last year when we need to fill a vacancy and crown a new champion, Jake Oman drew number 1 in the 30-athlete rumble. He went the distance upwards of an hour to get back where he started. Jake Oman bleeds Squared Circle Expo.
You know, I heard the name, and then the first time I've laid, I think reputation, you expect a different look. Yeah. I expected somebody to look more like Davey, only a little heavier, right?
Well, wait till you see Jake Oman go in the Squared Circle. When that bell rings, I'm telling you, I'm always impressed by Jake. He is a powerhouse competitor. He's traveled the world, and he's done a lot in his career. He's taught, he's trained a lot of new talent that are on their way and are making their way up the ranks and are going to be somebody someday. Absolutely sure. And here we go, Joe. It is time for the main.
Listen, you want to talk about how tough Jake Oman is? I can summarize it with this. 2 years ago here at Squared Circle Expo, he went one-on-one with Matt Riddle. Time limit draw. Riddle had 20 minutes to try to figure out how to beat Jake Oman.
You've convinced me. What can I say?
We'd be remiss if I didn't say, his original opponent was supposed to be Bandito here tonight. Of course, Bandito had some travel issues. Jake had to pivot now. He had been planning for Bandito, and now to step in against Davey Boy Smith Jr., you got to think if he's had enough time to form a game plan.
Well, I mean, that's a very astute point. And I think if I'm Jake Oman, I'm thinking back to maybe some of that Matt Riddle playbook, because Davey Boy and Riddle have a similar ground game. They have similar backgrounds as far as some of the disciplines they've studied. Of course, Davey Boy takes to a whole new level, one of the final ever proteges, the late great Billy Robinson.
That is saying something.
Yes.
Believe me, this old war horse can tell you.
Yeah.
Stop and think about it. From all the family connections.
Yes.
Yeah. Like I say, we were talking about Stu Harder, right? I wrestled for Stu in 1962. But if you've been in the dungeon and survived, then you at least deserve the flags at half-mast or something.
Yeah. And Davey Boy Jr. Channeling his father circa 1980s or so with that rapid, explosive style. But check it out quickly. Oman fights out of danger.
Yeah, I think you got to hit the nail on the head there, Les, when you talk about Davey Boy sitting under the learning tree of so many amazing, talented pro wrestlers, and Jake Oman, a little bit different perspective for him. He didn't have that innate knowledge. He really had to work hard. Not saying that Davey Boy did, but Jake had to really, seek that out. And that could be the big defining factor in this match, guys.
Well, Oman went to Japan, studied under Greg Muta, and wrestled one.
Again, seeking
and I'm
people
gonna
out.
Because I noticed his stance and everything is a whole different style. It's not necessarily American catch can. So you just gave it to the guy he trained under.
Yeah. And
he's also trained with Shark Boy and Jimmy Yang.
Shaving my boy Shark?
Yeah, man.
Well, okay. Then I got to cheer for him, right?
Jake soaks up the knowledge, and again, he's worked triple hard to get to where he is for sure.
Yeah, and the fact he was able to open those doors in whatever it is, 35, 40 countries.
45 plus now.
Without a contract, without a marketing machine behind him, without a travel agent saying, these are your dates.
Yeah.
Jake Oman created that for himself.
He got himself to every one of them, and he seized every opportunity put in front of him. This guy has zero quit, no days. You talk about somebody with no days off, not to steal someone else's catchphrase, but my gosh.
My question would be, and I don't doubt anything you guys are saying, and that's why my question is,
sometimes you should, though.
Where are the scouts from WWE?
Man,
that's
a great question. There's so much great talent. We've proven it tonight here at Squared Circle. There's so much great talent out on the indies, but only so many spots.
Bottom line is their loss is our game.
Oh,
I'm happy to have them here.
You know what? In training, I tell kids, I don't care. I said you could be the worst wrestler, the worst indie promotion in the entire universe. But always remember this: somebody wants your spot.
Yeah.
I don't care if you're the top of the world or you're at the bottom. In this business, somebody wants your spot.
Look at this, Jake Oman in a precarious spot here. Davey Boy Smith Jr. in full control. Look, and again,
nice reversal.
Oman able to counter.
Yep.
Look at that. That's what it's all about, guys. It's crazy.
That's an element of understanding leverage and weight positioning and balance that I don't think a lot of Davey Boy opponents come in equipped with. Davey Boy looks a little caught off guard by that.
Yeah.
You know, I was trying to think who Omen reminds me of a little bit. My namesake, Timmy Thatcher.
Okay.
Love Timmy.
I can see it.
Talk about Timmy trained with Billy Robinson.
There you go.
Yeah. In fact, when he was wrestling in the tournament,
shoulders down,
I was booking in 2012 and 13. I needed him in toward the end of the year. And he said, well, let's see. I'm going to have to skip some sessions with Billy, right? And I thought, wow, I feel special.
Yeah, right.
I'll go take
Oh,
this. I'll
man.
go take the deal with Billy. You go.
Yeah,
work the spot. Right.
Competitive fire that men like that possess when they have
Look
a
at
chance
those
to get in there and fight.
European uppercuts from Davey Boy Smith Jr. My gosh.
You gotta wonder what kind of a Squared Circle Expo champion Davey Boy would make. Could we see that title defended in Japan if Davey Boy wins? Defended in Europe, defended in Canada.
Great point. Davey Boy Smith Jr. up to the outside. And Omen. Oh. Scouted it. Look out. Hard into that barricade. Rib first.
The one thing Omen will not be able to match with Davey Boy is sheer power.
No. I mean, Jake is very well put together. Obviously, you can see that, but still.
Again, it's the first time I see Davey in person. Hell, he's got, 4 or 5 inches on his old man? In terms of height, right?
Absolutely. Oh, man. Lower back right into that barricade. Yeah, he's very tall. I was very surprised. I mean, I'm 6'2". He towered over me. I was like,
you know, that's, I have a bad neck. I have to look up at my son, my grandson. I thought, Jesus, come on.
He is a hoss of a human, no doubt about that. Oh, those are mean clothesline, too.
Another pin attempt here, 2 count.
Notice how textbook everything Davey Boy does is.
You know what?
Yeah.
I mean, this has been a great back and forth match, though, guys. This is evenly matched.
Here's the thing, too, I think that makes this kind of interesting, is they both are very methodical.
100%.
Nobody's rushing anything. They're feeling each other out.
They realize the high stakes at hand. You don't want to make one single mistake because that could be the end for you.
Yeah, you can't afford it in this for sure.
Thick skull of Davey Boy with a headbutt, doing its damage. Shades of Uncle Brett there.
Oh, look at that!
Right to the solar plexus. Measured open. Davey Boy does everything meticulously, everything measured. There's no accidents.
Yeah. He's methodical.
No wasted motion, so to speak, as one would say.
No doubt.
Well, and he's picking Omen apart too, Les. If you notice, he's pinpointing pressure points and body parts.
And for somebody that's always crossing the T's and dotting the I's, if you notice, the younger guys on the independents are all in a hurry. It's like they got to go to the bathroom and we got to, or double parked or something.
You're right, absolutely right.
Davey, well, you got to be here an hour, we'll be here 10 minutes.
Whatever.
Yep.
I'm here to earn a buck.
It speaks to the fact both these men have practically lived in dojos and rings their entire life. It's second nature to them.
Well, if you lived in the dungeon, that's sort of like we're talking about Billy Robinson and Carl Gotch and the whole deal in England. But the dungeon, I think, would be apropos for that too.
Omen tried to exchange uppercuts with Davey Boy and got shut down emphatically.
Yeah, that did not end well for Jake Omen.
And see there again, with Omen is basically what I'm going to say is an indie star. Now, how does the fact that he found something he can't use against this, how does that affect him? Mentally, is going to affect him negatively. That's the point.
Well, this match has been all about psychology. It's not been about the flippy floppy moves and like you said, going fast.
Yeah,
it is slow. It is measured.
Well,
it is what can I do to beat this man down.
Well, that's any coach worth salt is going to say. The first thing you start telling 3 kids is slow down. Slow down. I mean, it's almost like you say it before they even start because you know they're going to.
Because you know what's going to happen.
Yes,
yeah.
I asked him. I said, are you done with the park? You have to go out and get something to meet her, or what is it?
Jake tried to power out or leverage
Couldn't
out.
get it done. I've noticed that, yeah.
That speaks to the size, the leverage advantage, the height that Davey Boy brings.
But you know, like my friend Tim Thatcher, Jake has got wiry, long muscles. He's not what you call a bodybuilder, or necessarily a regular. You know, he's more like a Danny Hodge, long muscle,
right?
Roby muscle.
Tried it again, tried to reverse it, couldn't get out of it though.
Yeah.
Davey Boy Smith Jr. in full control here.
Believe me, that's a guy I can tell you, Danny Hodge.
And talk about the torque on those shoulders and those arms, Les. I mean, you know, those arms aren't meant to bend that way. And
no, they're not.
Davey just keeps wrenching back, and I'm looking at that rotator cuff, and I'm like, oh gosh, you know, how much can that take?
Yeah. Jake found an escape. He rolled through.
Nice.
He knew he couldn't out leverage Davey Boy.
Oh, man.
Rookie mistake.
Only a moment's reprieve.
You know, coming charging on like a bull, and he got what he.
And to your point,
Les,
point, Les, that was the first time in this match Omen rushed something.
Oh no,
and he paid for it.
Yeah, yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Might have been a little bit of a
so
desperation.
I would
move
think
there.
in his battle plan head, he's saying, okay, not again.
Look out here. Now we've seen him working on these arms now, Les. Look at this, standing now on the legs, trying to, oh gosh. Oh no, the surfboard fully executed here.
I'm going to make you guys feel bad and tell you I'm sitting here after almost 67 years in this business wondering why anybody uses that. I have never seen anybody submit to the fall asleep and go to bed.
To your point, Davey Boy did not keep it in that long. And I think part of that is because Davey Boy realized his own shoulder was susceptible to being pinned.
True. But the other part is you're holding that guy, your legs are
back in the corner a second time. Davey's reeling. Nice bridge off the suplex. And Davey kicks out.
You know what? I may live another 100 years, but I never will understand in this generation. If I've got you hooked in that corner, I'm damn sure not coming to this corner. Unless I've got you tied to that turnbuckle or you're unconscious. Because are you just stupid? Why would you stay there if your eyes are open?
It's great analysis. You're only going to get that from the living legend, Les Thatcher. Good Lord, DDT out of nowhere.
Omen's not moving. We got a new champion, fellas. No.
Oh my God, I thought it was that. I thought it was over.
Maybe frustration setting in on Davey Boy for the first time.
What is Omen's nationality? Did he start wrestling somewhere outside this country?
No, I don't believe so. I think Jake is from this area.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or not too far up the road anyway. Yeah. Omen fired up again. Oh. Boom! Shining Wizard right to the temple.
He just
look out! 2 count.
Got it.
Oh! I thought it was over.
To your point, AJ, that hometown base is why this title, why this moment, why this event means so much to Omen that he sacrificed so much to get to the main event.
Jake Oman, as long as I've been doing shows here at Squared Circle Expo, Jake Oman has always been a part of these action-packed cards, and so you have to think, I mean, there's a lot on the line. There's a lot of people that are cheering for him to continue on that legacy that he's kind of created for himself. Right. Not saying that Davey Boy Smith Jr. isn't a worthy competitor to hold that championship, obviously. Either man would be well represented to have that champion.
Mistake.
Look at Oman.
Mistake.
Well, you clocked it, Les.
Yeah.
He got caught.
You know, here's the thing, boys. If you got the man laying on the floor and you're going top side, get your ass up there like it's on fire. Don't screw around with the hands.
Look at this! Oh! Look at this!
Oh, man!
Superplex!
Oh my gosh!
Damn. I'm not even sure whose shoulders were down that time,
Yeah,
AJ.
I'm not either.
Both men tried to cradle the other. We were just a half a second away from maybe ending this title match in a draw.
Yeah, I mean, I think out of instinct, referee Joe Kopaz was counting, but like, who was he counting? That's the question.
May have been counting both, and that would have been the right call.
You know, I want to make a point with our buddy Joe here. You've seen all sorts of things in every match tonight. What you're seeing here is closest to pure catch-as-catch can wrestling. And if you notice, nobody's going home. Nobody's putting their foot on. And
Davey will be sending Oman home now.
Well, my point is, I'm so tired of hearing young guys say, they don't buy that. I say, you have a son.
Absolutely, 1,000%. You are seeing a clinic here tonight in the main event of Squared Circle Expo for sure, guys.
Absolutely.
Suplex again. Notice Oman drops that knee, makes himself low. Davey Boy does not have the leverage if he can't get his hips underneath Oman.
Oh! 2 count!
Oh, mid-ring, mid-air exchange as Oman shifted the weight and nearly caught Davey Boy off guard.
Power slam! Davey Boy Smith Jr. has an opportunity!
Great rotation on that power slam. And again, the 11th hour, Oman finds a way to slide a shoulder as I think both men can sense it is crunch time in this contest.
I think we got a winner coming up in the next 2-3 minutes. The reason I say that, the strain is starting to tell on both these guys.
You can tell they both are just spent.
Yeah. I think both of them sense that same
Well, look
thing.
here, Davey's having a problem getting, hanging on to him. He's got him.
Oh! Tiger Driver! Couldn't put him away.
Wow. I'm looking around here at the capacity crowd. We've gained people. Not one person is left out of here tonight.
My point exactly.
What a hell of a match. Incredible.
Oman reaching for a rope, reaching for anything.
And an old warhorse like me, this is my favorite match I've ever done. It is.
10 out of 10.
I'm seeing technique. That's the difference.
Oman counters. Oman, it's a cradle! It's a cradle out of nowhere!
Oh!
Near fall. Got the knee glancing blow. Got more of it that time, I think, but Davey fighting through it. Sunset flip. Can he get the big man over? That's what, 270, 280?
Oh! He rolled him! 2!
Davey shifts the weight. Oh, it's a matter of inches here. Davey stacked him up but still couldn't keep Oman down.
Oh, pretty.
Shining Wizard. Shades of Great Muta. Shades of one of his mentors in Japan.
Both men are down, though, but what a hell of an execution and a back and forth. We just saw reversal after reversal.
Will the teachings of Muta-san lead to Oman retaining that title? Davey Boy has much respect for him as well.
Oh, man. Out of camera shot there. I thought he had him. My gosh.
I guarantee Oman thought and felt the same thing. And it's that heartbreak from feeling like you finally conquered the beast to realizing you are still deep in this battle.
And to Les, your point a few moments ago, you said that, how much more do these guys have in the tank? They have just been to war and hell and back here. This is anybody's match at this point, guys.
You tell how tired Oman is, losing his balance like that.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, Les, this did not pay off for Oman the first time he attempted this. But Davey Boy...
Wait a second!
Cal Hero!
What the hell is Cal Hero out here?
What the hell are you doing? Alex Gunn? What the hell's going on? Alex Gunn and Cal Hero out of nowhere.
Well, we saw Cal Hero turn on his mentor Al Snow earlier tonight.
That's got nothing to do with this. Alex Gunn's got nothing to do with this.
Oh, facebuster. And Cal goes out to the outside. Alex Gunn and Cal Hero, after what we saw
trying to make a statement at the expense of everybody, especially Omen and Smith.
You know, in a situation like this, the referee could call it and give it to somebody, but who the hell are these guys running in to save? I mean, you got, you know.
I think they're acting on their own accord.
Well, yeah, but what I mean is one of them after, are they after Hero or are they after Omen?
This crowd is not happy, though, guys. They are pissed off.
I am too.
After what we saw tonight in the main event, what a hell of a clinic.
Yeah, Cal Hero, something has come over him. This is a completely different, even the look of his face has changed. And I don't know what, and I don't know why, and I don't really care right now, because Cal Hero, this ain't about you.
Yeah, this is ridiculous. I am very disappointed in Cal Hero tonight.
You're right. This is bullshit, isn't it?
Oh. I think you might be able to say that on TV.
What did he say?
I thought he said the BS word.
You want to steal the main event from these people, huh? For what? If even only you each are half a man, at least there's one in there. How about you get in this ring, 2-on-2, and let's see who leaves this place with their hand raised, huh?
What?
An impromptu match?
What? I think Cal Hero needs a good ass whooping tonight, so does Alex Gunn.
Yeah, let's see where your backbone is, gentlemen.
Come on, big boys. You want to attack somebody from behind?
You really the big man you think you are? You can insert yourselves in the main event?
I can't. Damn, Joe, don't jump up there and challenge him.
Yeah.
You're getting overwrought.
Oh, no, he knows he can't hear them.
Absolutely not.
You gotta be kidding me.
What has happened to that young kid?
What a disgrace. I cannot believe.
Can I get what's the finish here?
What is it? Well, Cal stole Penzer's microphone.
Yeah, I did hear referee joke. Well, I think we're about to get in here. Let's go up to Dave Penzer here. Well, nope. Looks like Davey Boy wants the mic.
Were you fans happy with that outcome tonight?
I know I wasn't. I'll tell you that.
Okay, I'll tell you what. You two jabronis come back out here. You accept that challenge. And if you guys win, well, you'll get your fanny pack back.
I think they're looking.
And I'm going to give you guys to the count of 10 to accept that challenge.
Oh, wait a minute.
Okay? 1.
Well, yeah, Cal lost his
2.
back in the ring, so.
You got 7 seconds to make a potential changing decision.
1, 2, 10. I lied.
Oh!
Wait a minute!
He just threw his fanny pack into the crowd!
Oh, it's his favorite one, too. And this fight is on!
Look out! Out in front of us, Jake Omen taking it to Alex Gunn.
That's what you get for inserting yourself in a situation that you don't belong in.
Good, all hell breaking loose now.
Well, some dudes are going to be paid.
Cal Hero to the outside on the floor now.
Good.
Omen working over Alex. Oh my God! What a boot!
No love for his fellow countrymen
at all. But look at that, a show of respect between Omen and Smith.
How can they not respect one another after the fight they put one another through here live at Squared Circle Expo 6?
My gosh, what a hell of a night. What a hell of a match. What a hell of a main event. Regardless of the outcome, Davey Boy Smith Jr., Jake Omen put on an absolute clinic tonight, guys.
It was a heavyweight world title bout for the ages. You don't see that often these days anymore, but two classic catch wrestlers, two men who have studied styles abroad all over, gave you everything they had at the climax of the biggest Squared Circle Expo to date.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are out of time. On behalf of the legendary Les Thatcher, my broadcast colleague Joe Dombrowski, ring announcer David Pinzer, this is AJ McKay saying thank you for being with us tonight. We'll see you next year at Squared Circle Expo. Good night.
Ladies and gentlemen.